I'm Doug Brown with breaking news. All 30 of the potential legal claims against the Houston Texans are now settled. The settlements are confidential but relate to the allegations of sexual misconduct against Deshaun Watson while he played in Houston. ESPN's Adam Schefter reports the Chiefs and offensive lineman Orlando Brown Jr. won't reach a long-term contract extension. Brown will get almost $17 million this year under the franchise tag. Cameron Smith is the leader at the Open Championship, 13 under, 2 ahead of Cameron Young and 3 ahead of Rory McIlroy and Victor Hovland. Fans paid tribute to Tiger Woods today, who misses the cut.
To me, it felt like that this might have been my last British Open here at St. Andrews, and the fans, the ovation and the warmth, it was an unbelievable feeling.
Phil Mickelson also misses the cut. Serena Williams plans to play in a tournament in Toronto in August. She was eliminated in the first round at Wimbledon for the second time in a row.
When you're trying to hire, all that searching, screening, and interviewing can become its own job. You need Indeed, the end-to-end hiring solution that makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire quality people. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios.
That's right.
And off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. I'm Matt.
Love you, Matt.
Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
Yusuf. And Mr. Toby Tom Plate. All right, we're here. Glad you are as well. Get out there. Make it a good one. Theriot, 1 hour from now. Happy to report the Theriots did make it back from their nomadic beach vacation. If you missed it yesterday, I kind of explained they are a spontaneous lot, those Theriots. They went on a beach vacation with nothing planned. They literally just got in the car on Monday and started driving. And they made it back yesterday. So we will hear all about that coming up about an hour from right now. All right, glad to have you with us here. A lot to get to today. The Kylie McDaniel from ESPN.com has his final baseball mock draft up right now. So this is something, obviously, if you're an LSU fan, you're keeping an eye on. The baseball draft, they moved it to a 3-day draft this year. And the first 80 picks are going to be on Sunday. So it'll start on Sunday and then roll through Monday and Tuesday. We're obviously keeping an eye on this because LSU could well set a record. I don't necessarily know if this is a good thing for the amount of prospects picked in this draft, in a draft, because they signed the greatest class ever. So they're going to be abused by this draft. It's really going to be interesting to see what they come through it. Kylie McDaniel has Jacob Berry going 5th overall. So this is his final mock draft. Kylie McDaniel at ESPN's got Jacob Berry going 5th overall. I don't think that's any great surprise. Berry to the Nationals, who power hitting, switch hitter. You understand the value of offense in the league. We all knew Jacob Berry was going to be in that mix, and so there he is, 5th overall in the final mock draft. He's got LSU signee Justin Crawford going 11 to the New York Mets. That, of course, is Carl Crawford's son. He's out of Bishop Gorman. He's a center fielder from Bishop Gorman out in Las Vegas. So do not expect to ever see Justin Crawford show up at LSU. Another guy that clearly will not show up, and someone asked me about it yesterday on the show, but this will be your answer, validating the answer I gave. Tucker Toman, the third baseman from South Carolina. They have him going 23 overall to the Blue Jays. Do not expect Tucker Toman to show up. And you'll appreciate this. Kylie McDaniel has Kumar Rocker going 24 overall to the Boston Red Sox.
Love it, man.
I'm interested to see. So remember the situation with Kumar last year from Vandy was taken, was it 9th or 10th?
I think it was 10th.
10th?
With the Mets.
Went to the Mets. And then after the draft, some injury stuff popped up, and the Mets didn't want to pay him what they had agreed to. Rocker didn't sign, which is so unprecedented. I mean, Mark Appel, who actually just made his debut, that happened back in the day when he was taken second overall. Did he ultimately go 9th, or I think he was top 10 and didn't sign, and then went first when he ultimately did sign, or maybe I have that backwards. Either way, it's very rare for a prospect in the top 10 rounds, in the first round, to be drafted and to not sign. But anyway, they got Kumar Rocker going 24. Robbie Snelling, the left-hander out of Nevada, they've got him going 29 to Tampa Bay. So don't expect to see Robbie Snelling. What was also interesting, so the Dodgers are going to pick 40th, and I'm going to be very interested to see what LA does. So their first pick drops 10 spots because they exceeded the competitive balance tax threshold. So they go from 30th to 40th. So the Dodgers are going to pick 40th, and the pick that Kylie McDaniel has is Eric Brown, the shortstop from Coastal Carolina. But the hot rumor he mentions there is Jacob Mizorowski, who is a JC righty who's throwing 100 right now. And then he also mentions that Mikey Romero would fit into that role as well. But, again, the pick he has is Eric Brown, the shortstop from Coastal Carolina. Not done, though, with the LSU guys. We did just mention Mikey Romero, who Kylie McDaniel has Mikey Romero going 53 to San Diego. You can pull that up, Paul. 53 to San Diego is Mikey Romero. They have Cade Doty going 64 overall to the Houston Astros, so that would be interesting if they're able to keep Cade Doty close to home. And one pick later, they have Mizorowski, the righty who's throwing 100, going 65 to Tampa Bay. So they did the top 80 picks there, which is the first day of the draft, first two rounds. It's interesting, though, because Kylie McDaniel did also list prospects that he thinks could go in this slot that he just kind of ran out of room for. And he's got three more LSU guys. He's got Jaden Newt, Chase Shores, and Brady Neal all on the list of prospects he could have included in the draft, but just sort of ran out of space. So when you're looking at that, it kind of speaks to what LSU is going to be up against. I think some of the names we're keeping an eye on. Nate Ackenhausen, he's a lefty from Eastern Oklahoma State. He was a 50-50 guy. They were not expecting Caleb Appleby to show up. He's a righty, the number 2 out of Wabash Valley Community College, although he's not in this mock draft, but they're not expecting him to show up. Gavin Guidry is obviously one we're going to keep an eye on. He's not in those top 80 picks there. And, of course, Gavin Guidry, the number 1 player in Louisiana, it's going to take him up a pretty hefty load to get him away from LSU, but we'll see. Not listed here is Jared Jones, the catcher out of Georgia. Jared Jones, I call him Bear. He, I'm told, is asking $2 million. That's a big number. So if he doesn't get it, he's already on campus. So if he doesn't get his number, he'll stay. We talked to Paxton Kling yesterday. He's here. Mizorowski, we mentioned, is throwing 100. He's a no-go. Aiden Moffitt will show up. You just heard us talk about Brady Neal there. Jaden Newt is doubtful. Mick Paul, an outfielder from Utah, is expected to show up. Romero is one to keep an eye on, although I've been told flatly he's not going to ever play for LSU. Let's see who. Chase Shores is another one of the names listed right there. And that's, of the list, I think that might be the most interesting one, because what I was told is that Chase Shores is asking $3 million. If his number is $3 million, and look, remember, the $2 million mark on the slot value is at pick 40. That's when you get to like 195. So you got to be in the top 40 to be in the $2 million range. If Chase Shores is asking for $3 million, he's got to be in the top half of round 1. It certainly doesn't look like that's going to happen. So the question always comes down to with these guys, are you going to stick to your number? You have a number, and that's great, but are you going to stick to it? If your number's 3 and a team comes back and says, well, you take 175, well, you're going to turn down $1.75 million? Maybe. Or maybe the allure of a 7-figure carrot dangling in front of your face is enough for him to sign. That's what we will always learn. Just remember, The first 10 rounds. The first 10 rounds accounts for the slot value pool of money that teams have to spend, the draft pool of money that they have to sign, the bonus pool. So if you hear a prospect's name called in the first 10 rounds, they are going to sign. So with very, very, very rare exceptions, if someone's taken in the first 10 rounds, they're going to sign. So we'll wait and see how it goes starting on Sunday. All right, it's after further review. We're glad to have you aboard with us here. Of course, SEC Football Media Days will be there on Monday. Our coverage is brought to you by Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Tell you every day, do business with someone you know. That's us at Hudco Roofing and HudcoRoofing.com. Commercial or residential. You know, Hudco does, in fact, support student athletes. We've got our Hudco Hometown Heroes program. We were so excited to add Sage Ryan, LSU defensive back, to the Hudco Hometown Heroes program. As a matter of fact, Mr. Ron Richmond, who works with us, he and his granddaughter, whose name is Sage, met Sage Ryan yesterday for the presentation of the HHH check and all that stuff. So basically the way our program works is we will, for every roof that we do, every job we do, we will commit a portion of that net to an NIL deal with the athlete of the homeowner's choosing. So any athlete, any school, any sport, doesn't matter. You get to pick if you hire us to do your roof. So that's a way for us to be able to support local athletes as well. Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. Do business with someone you know, Hudco Roofing and HudcoRoofing.com, the title sponsor of our coverage for SEC Football Media Days in Atlanta, starting on Monday. We're looking forward to it. All right, it's after further review. I do have a couple of college football tidbits I want to get to. In fact, LSU has updated its roster. So some jersey numbers, position changes, and some guys omitted from the roster as well. So we know that some guys are no longer with the team. We'll get to that. Stay with us. It's AFR.
AFR.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Before we begin any electrical work here, we perform a home safety check that begins at your electrical panel to make sure that you and your family are safe. For all your upgrades, installations, and repairs, call Mr. Electric.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has $10,000 off MSRP on all new 2022 Ram Black Widow trucks in stock. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty and free delivery. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
My own people call me an Uncle Tom. I play music. Been wined and dined by royalty. Trying to bring people together. All people. But regardless of all that kind of stuff, I'm still Louis Armstrong.
Here's the man you're waiting for, the king of jazz, Louis Satchmo Armstrong.
This isn't just another day. It's so much more. Kelly's life was put on hold when her auctioneer primary care doctor discovered a rare blood disorder. Her doctor connected her to an auctioneer care team of cancer, heart, and kidney specialists. With multiple primary care locations around Baton Rouge, same-day appointments, and online scheduling, we're relentless about keeping you healthy. Auctioneer Baton Rouge, innovating healthcare for Kelly.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
And this year, 2022, it's time to finally treat yourself. Bring your boat to the next level with front-to-back boat service. You want the latest and greatest marine technology? You want to go to the place that has not one, but 2 NMEA-certified techs. Family-owned and operated by the Sherman family for 30 years, Front-to-Back is the answer in Baton Rouge for all of your custom boat needs. So head to fronttobackboatservice.com or find them on Facebook, Front-to-Back Boat Service.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Vizzy, the first hard seltzer with antioxidant vitamin C. It just hits different. Vizzy, step up your seltzer game.
What a chump.
No, hey, easy. I got emotional. Got emotional coming up the 18th.
Are you serious?
Could be his last time at
Seeing
St.
all
Andrews.
these people on Twitter, these dopes on Twitter talking about how teary-eyed they're getting watching Tiger Woods play golf.
Yeah, man, it's Tiger.
Shut
Come
your
on.
face. Get out of here.
Could be his last time there.
Who cares?
150 years.
The guy's
He's
won plenty.
twice
Stop
there.
it. Stop it. Who cares?
The face
he
of
wants to
golf.
get emotional. Fine. Whatever. Who cares? Come on. It's not emotional.
It is.
It's a dude who is wealthy beyond anybody's imagination, who is the greatest to ever do it in his sport, playing at a sleepy, dreary course in England.
A beautiful, historic course.
All of that. Golf. You call it beautiful and historic. I call it overcast and dreary and cold and
it was
whatever.
Sunny today.
Oh, wonderful. The sun poked through for a minute and a half. You're going to be crying out there. Sentimental. Get out of here. You don't even know Tiger Woods. He's sentimental about this. Crying.
I feel like I know Tiger Woods.
You know why you should be crying? If you're one of the chumps who actually wasted money on him to win this golf tournament. Then you should be weeping over your lost money, not over this man playing golf. Get out of here. It's ridiculous.
He's the GOAT.
Yeah, he is.
I want to see him play forever. So
okay, so do I, and he will.
It's emotional.
He'll keep playing.
Maybe.
Yeah, he'll keep on playing, and he won't be very good anymore. You already had your moment at the Masters. We talked about a couple years ago. The Jack Nicklaus at 46 winning the Masters in 86. Like, that was Tiger a couple years. That's it. He's not winning anymore. That was it. Oh, is this it? Tiger's Resurgence? No, it wasn't Tiger's Resurgence. It was one beautiful moment that he gave you. A brief glimpse into what once was the greatest golfer ever. It was over. Especially now that he's only got one leg. Stop. Oh, you're crying.
That's why people are crying.
You know what time it is? No. It's over. You know what time it is? It's almost football time. Hit me with some football music, Muse. Get me in the mood for football. Yeah. Vulgar students.
Yeah.
Chanting their obscenities defiantly in the presence of women and children.
And the elderly.
Football! It's football. If you don't like it, get out of here. You know what? I can absolutely relate. I was once that idiot, and now here I am yelling at the idiots. So from one former idiot to the current idiots, you're all idiots. And one day you're going to be in my chair and realize you were an idiot.
It's like the circle of life.
It is.
Right?
Like the antelope eat the grass. Take that down just a smidge, Muse. We eat antelope, and the antelope eat the grass. When we die, our body, isn't that what Mufasa says?
Yes.
When we die, our bodies become the grass.
Love that movie.
And the antelope eat the grass. And so we are all connected in the great circle of life. That's what this is. I'm a former idiot. You're a current idiot. From a former idiot to a current idiot, you're all idiots. And in time, you will look back and realize you are, in fact, idiots right now. But it's not going to stop you from turning everything into a vulgar chant once the golden band from Tigerland starts playing. Roster updates. This is what we live for, right, Muse? On July 15th, roster updates. Give it to me. How about our guy, Whalesander? Wilson Alexander. He's on Twitter at Whalesander _ Jordan Allen, now listed as a cornerback. Now, I got to tell you, Muse, big news here. Freshman from Lafayette Christian, played for the great Trev Falk there at Lafayette Christian. Coming on in here, played some safety. Where was he going to slide? Got him listed as a cornerback. I think it's big. Instead of playing safety, you're playing corner.
And the depth of cornerback. They need
Instead
cornerbacks.
of A, you're B. Instead of bada bing, you're bada boom. Bada bing, bada bang.
Different position.
Different position.
Different part of the field.
Different
responsibilities.
Not the same. Both are different. Now, this is somewhat relevant. Jarrell Cherry and Thomas Perry no longer on the roster. Why does that keep ending?
It's only a minute and 6 seconds.
Oh. So so in a minute and 6 seconds, it's going to stop again?
Yeah, and I'm going to restart it.
Got it. All right. So Jarrell Cherry no longer on the roster. Thomas Perry no longer on the roster. I don't think the Thomas Perry news is really relevant. I don't mean any disrespect to him whatsoever, but we did talk about it during our position groups. When you look at LSU's offensive line, they have 10 players that have started a game. So, and one of them was not Thomas Perry. So they're looking for consistency. Got a lot of guys to choose from. Caught up in the mix a little bit there. Jarrell Cherry's interesting just because he's been around forever. You know, put on some weight, kind of long, freakishly athletic, looking like he's like the all-airport team, gets off the bus and just looks the part, but never really worked out. But the reason I think that is somewhat relevant is defensive end. Look, I love your starters. Ali Gaye, B.J. Ojolari, arguably the best starting end tandem in college football. You know Mason Smith can kick out and play some end. You got Quincy Wiggins coming in. You got Xavier Carter there. Savion Jones. You got bodies, but Jarrell Cherry's a veteran dude. I mean, you got a dude who's 22 years old, been around college football for 4 years. You know, I'd kind of like that guy. But, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, actually, we don't see. But what I do know is whenever one of those guys gets a sack and the Golden Band from Tigerland starts playing, the idiots in the front row, the idiots in the student section, they're going to turn everything into an insanely vulgar chant. And I just can't wait for it, Muse.
Let it fly.
You know what it is, Muse? It's a tale as old as time. It's like Groundhog's Day, Sonny and Cher, I got you, babe. They're going to do it. Everyone's going to go on Twitter and call them idiots. They're all going to react and go, we're not idiots, we're just passionate. And I'm going to go, no, you're an idiot. That's what you are. You're an idiot.
But you get it. That's the thing.
And you're going to grow out of your idiocy. And when you get older and you realize you were an idiot, then you can call me because I'll probably still be doing the show in 15 years from now, much to the regret of some of you. But they're never going to fire me. I mean, I make them too much money. What can I say, Goose? I mean, this gosh, the goose keeps laying the golden egg. I don't get it, but it's true. All right. What else do I have to talk about with you know what I am fascinated with the roster?
What's that?
The duplicate numbers, Muse.
Oh, yeah.
By the way.
Can't be on the field at the same time, though.
Right. But this is why I'm interested in the duplicate numbers. Because you always have an announcer who doesn't know the team well enough. Who's going to call somebody by the wrong name because of the duplicate number. So you have to look at the options where that's possible. Like, you got 258s. You got Cardell Thomas and Jared Small. Well, one's a 330-pound offensive lineman. One's a 220-pound linebacker. They're never going to screw that up.
You really don't think you might not hear Cardell Thomas on the tackle?
No, you're not going to hear that. But you could hear, let's say Todd Harris goes into the game.
Okay.
They got John Emery back there at safety. No, they don't. It's the guy, it's the 6th-year safety who's back there. That's the type of thing that could happen. Also, a really big missed opportunity here by LSU. I know they gave Kayshon Boutte the number 7 yesterday, which means the number 1 is open. Did you see who they gave the number 1 to?
I didn't know.
They gave the number 1 jersey to Seven Banks.
Love it.
No.
Yeah, it's great.
They gave number 1 to 7.
Yeah.
Like, no, that's no good.
That's perfect.
You got to give 7 to 7.
Can't do that. It makes too much sense.
7!
It makes too much
It's a
sense.
great name!
For a
You
boy,
can't steal my name!
for a boy or a girl, especially a girl.
They love the name.
Mickey Mantle's number.
7!
It makes too much sense. You can't do that.
That's what. It makes too much sense, like Jason Hines, who wore number 57, should have had an NIL deal with Hines 57. Whoever is the marketing person at Hines 57, horrible miss on your part, number one. Number two, LSU should have been proactively getting in touch with people at Hines 57. I actually don't know if they can do that. I don't know if they could facilitate deals, but now they could. Somebody should have been hitting up Hines 57. Jason Hines' parents should have been hitting up Hines 50, or Jason Hines should have hit him up on
Just
Twitter.
tweeting at him, yeah.
Hines 57, let's do an NIL deal.
At Hines 57,
Come
you
on.
up?
I mean, Kate York got the Velveeta mac and
That was
cheese
so
deal.
good,
Wasn't
too.
it Velveeta?
It was Velveeta, yeah.
Velveeta.
That was good.
Oh, huge missed opportunity. Oh, man. The other duplicates. There was a couple other. See, what about Sage Ryan, Miles Brennan, each wearing 15? Possible?
Yes, because I when you were talking about this, I can't remember who it was, but in 07, somebody said that Ryan Perrilloux made a tackle, and it was not Ryan Perrilloux. I can't remember what game that was or what announcer it was, but they said Ryan Perrilloux on the
that's
tackle.
a problem. What about
And it wasn't him.
Malik Neighbors, B.J. Ojolari? See, it has to be people whose body styles are similar, and the other player is obscure enough where you could make the, like, if an announcer doesn't know Malik Neighbors, but they know B.J. Ojolari's number, is that B.J. Ojolari out there catching a pass? No. It's the receiver who made the freakishly athletic touchdown reception in the back of the end zone against Kentucky last year. That's who it was. But you know what you could see? Like, you legit could see this. Joe Fouche's wearing 13, as is Garrett Nussmeier.
Oh.
Hey, look, Nussmeier. Yeah, he's super athletic. He's a gamer. They put him in there at box safety.
I mean, they have to have somebody because Jordan Allen just moved to quarterback.
I know. Got to have a box safety.
Got to have somebody back there.
It's Garrett Nussmeier.
It is.
He took the red shirt last year. No sense in saving him now.
Took the red shirt to play safety. That's what it
he
was.
did. Love it. This was the one. I think this is the most likely. I'm serious.
We're talking duplicates still.
This is, yes.
Okay.
This is the one I think is the most likely. You have two 17s.
Oh.
Chris Hilton and Xavier Carter.
That's
I think that one is going to happen at some point because both players right now are in a logjam depth chart at their position. I think you will have Chris Hilton catch a pass because Xavier Carter is the first one listed, and he's 6'3". He's 6'3", 210. Like, you will have Chris Hilton catch a pass, and someone's going to go Xavier Carter on the reception.
Yep.
Book it. Before his career's over, that's
the
happening.
betting favorite right there.
That's happening. All right, fire to Jersey talk. I love it.
Great.
I love some Jersey talk. All right, it's after further review. I'm glad to have you hanging out with us here. I am excited. You can tell I'm in a really good mood. Terriot's here in 30 minutes. We're going to have some fun. SEC Football Media Days will be there on Monday. We are wheels up to the ATL Sunday afternoon. So we'll be set up OTB in the morning, AFR in the afternoon, and we'll be bringing you all the coverage from SEC Football Media Days courtesy of Hudco Roofing, HudcoRoofing.com. All right, we'll go around the SEC when we come back. Also, I got to get to some feigned indignance. I mean, I am really fake mad about a couple of lists. We're going to get to that. Don't you move. It's AFR.
AFR.
Brought to you by River City's 1 Hour Air. Whether always on time or you don't pay a dime, look for those big yellow vans and trucks with the giant clock on the side. You'll see them all over town because, well, nobody does it better than River City's 1 Hour Air. They've been in business now for more than 40 years. And the reason that they've been able to stay in business for more than 40 years is because of great technicians like Joseph. This 5-star review came in, said, Joseph did a fantastic job explaining what was wrong and what all of my options were going forward. I appreciate how upfront and helpful he was. River City's 1 Hour Air will be my go-to HVAC service from now on. Another 5-star Google review. I encourage you to go read them all the time because you're going to read so many like that, which you don't normally get with an HVAC company, but you do with River City's 1 Hour Air. 752-0001. 752-0001 for River City's 1 Hour Air, where they're always on time or you don't pay a dime.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals. But many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Auctioner.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
We're going to go around the SEC here in just a quick second. Get you an update from the British Open in a little more than 10 minutes from right now. But right now I need to be fake mad about something. Hit it, Muse.
And now it's time for Feigned Indignance from Sports Talk Radio Guy over random summertime sports lists.
Tell you what. There's not much in this world, Muse, that makes me mad.
Huh?
Okay, that's a total lie. I'm an 8 in the Enneagram.
Say
We get
what?
mad about everything. I don't know. I get
Everything
mad about it.
makes
I
you
do.
mad.
I get really mad about it. You're right. I'm going to tell you what. This one, though, really, really grinds my gears.
This is the last straw.
This is the one that when I saw it today, I said, ugh! Sat there at my computer in my office, and I started to break out in sweats, Muse.
What was so bad?
You know, I'm a bald guy.
Yeah.
So whenever the veins in my forehead start to pop out, it's really noticeable.
You can see it.
See the veins in my forehead.
Robs.
The bulging, pulsating vein in my forehead.
Covered in sweat.
And redness.
Ooh.
Because some chump named Chase Goodbread, more like Chase Bad Rice came up with a list. SEC football coach hot seat rankings. Yes. Who's in danger of being fired during the 2022 season? That's what old Chase had to write about today. And you could imagine who the safest one on this list is, right? Who do you think it is?
Brian Kelly.
No,
what?
Muse. Of course not. He writes for the Tuscaloosa News. What do you expect a stinking Bammer to write about?
Nick Saban.
Of course, Nick Saban, least likely to get fired. Never mind the fact that they lost the Natty a year ago.
Happened to Stetson Bennett.
And his former assistant lost twice to former assistants last year. Nick's slipping. You mean to tell me he's really safe? And then you know who's just behind Nick as far as safe?
Probably Kirby Smart.
Kirby Smart, of course. Why? Because he used to coach at Alabama.
Of course.
I mean, and then this guy, Chase Goodbread. I mean, you would think Brian Kelly would be right here at the top of this list, wouldn't you? I mean,
I would.
He's got a $100 million contract that LSU gave him. 10 years. You think they're going to fire him after 1 year? No. But what do you expect a Bammer to write about? After Kirby Smart, Mark Stoops. Mark Stoops. Has the guy ever won double-digit games? He's been there a decade. Win something, Mark.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Meineke Car Care Bowl was thrilling when you got it, but kick rocks, loser. Chase Goodbread.
Supposed to impress me?
He's got Lane Kiffin in there at number 11. We still haven't got to Brian Kelly, Lane Kiffin, and then Sam Pittman.
Lane Kiffin doesn't even want to be at Ole Miss.
No, I mean, Sam Pittman at 10. I mean, what are we doing with Sam Pittman here?
Well, he's got a Heisman Trophy candidate at quarterback, Matt.
Oh, that's so true.
I mean, come on. Can't fire a guy.
You want to talk
Heisman
about another
candidate.
list that really made me mad? It was the one that didn't have KJ Jefferson on it as a Heisman candidate.
What are they doing?
Unbelievable.
They've been watching the game.
I mean, and then what really grinded my gears, the next three, not Brian Kelly, Shane Beamer, Josh Heupel, then Billy Napier. We still haven't gotten to Brian Kelly. What? I mean, Beamer's a child. Josh Heupel stunk last year.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
And Billy Napier came from ULL. You're going to tell me the first-year coach less likely to get fired year one is Napier and not Brian Kelly? Well, surely if you got Napier at 7, then it's got to be Brian Kelly, right, Muse?
Naturally.
Nope. It's Mike Leach on this list.
The Pirate.
Why is this guy, what's this guy's name? Chase Goodbread?
Yeah.
Who's paying him money to write stuff?
The Tuscaloosa News or something like that?
Inexplicable.
This guy.
Finally, we get to Brian Kelly at 5. And again, you're going in reverse order here of the least likely to get fired. So basically, what they're saying is only Jimbo Fisher, Clark Lee, Eli Drinkwitz, and Brian Harsin are more likely to get fired than Brian Kelly.
The Bama guy has Auburn's coach is the most likely to
Of course he does. How could I have been so blind as to notice that, Muse? Well, it's probably because Brian Harsin is the most likely to get fired. I mean, they almost fired him.
I was about to say, didn't he already kind of get fired and then rehired?
It kind of felt like that a couple months ago. So there you have it. Another edition of Feigned Indignation from Sports Talk Radio Guy over Random Summertime List.
And now it's time for Feigned Indignance from Sports Talk Radio Guy over Random Summertime Sports List.
That was it. Oh, by the way, this is exactly why you should largely ignore narratives about the school that you cheer for or follow outside of your market. Look, the first three are obviously right. Harsin, Drinkwitz, Clark Lee, and then I think Jimbo is next. Jimbo's there year 5. I mean, this is year 5 for Jimbo. And they paid him a lot of money. They gave him everything he needed and ain't won squat. So it's kind of time for Jimbo. Like, I will say that. Like, you go into another year where it ain't cooking for you on the field, Cat. You know, you post up another 8-4. I can see it. But Brian Kelly, literally, I mean, it should be Nick, Kirby, and Brian Kelly. I mean, just based on the resources alone that LSU committed to Brian Kelly. We talked about this when they hired him and gave him the contract. He is, for better or worse, LSU they have married themselves to Brian Kelly for a decade because there is no buyout. I mean, he is getting $95 million over 10 years. I mean, he is going to get all of that money. So LSU is riding with their guy, and justifiably so. He's won everywhere he's been. He's going to win here. All right, we're brought to you by South Point Volkswagen. SouthPointVW.com, new and certified pre-owned in Baton Rouge and online at SouthPointVW.com. Weekend is here. Great time for a test drive. So get on by Louisiana's largest volume Volkswagen dealer. That's South Point Volkswagen. As a matter of fact, our whole crew is headed to SEC Football Media Days, and I'm going to drive us all down to the airport. So me, T-Bob, Hester, Rivers, all of our luggage, the gear, everything, all going in the Atlas. So we couldn't fit in Hester's Charger, or I think T-Bob's got some sedan. I don't know. So I got to drive. So we're all going to cram into my car. We got tons of room for it. So excited about it. The Atlas, of course, is the 3-row, 7-seater family SUV. We'll fold down that third row, put all of our luggage and gear in the back. We'll pop down to New Orleans for hop on a plane to go to SC Football Media Days South Point, while you go to South Point Volkswagen, Louisiana's largest volume Volkswagen dealer. South Point Volkswagen, what's your direction? Okay, do it every day about this time. Let's go around the SEC.
Around the SEC, presented by Gulf Coast Office Products, excellence in imaging solutions. The Tennessee Volunteers.
Hey, Tony Vitello. He's going to be an analyst on MLB Network during the opening rounds of the draft on Sunday. So if you're watching MLB Network, you'll see Tony Vitello and his cheating Tennessee Vols. Sunday will be the first 80 picks of the draft. UCLA coach John Savage is also going to be on the broadcast. Tennessee is expected to hear Jordan Beck, Drew Gilbert, Ben Joyce, and Blade Tidwell all drafted on that first day.
The Florida Gators.
Alexander Simczyk, because it's like Ramczyk. SZYMCZYK. Alexander Simczyk. He is from Germany. He's 19 years old. He's a 6'11 forward, and he is going to fill Florida's final roster spot for this coming basketball season. Todd Golden, when he was at San Francisco, 4 of his 17 players last year at San Francisco were international signees. So he has tapped into international ball, and he's doing so there in Gainesville now. So Simczyk expected to join him in the fall. Gator scholarship roster is now full and comprised of 7 newcomers.
The South Carolina Gamecocks.
5-star forward G.G. Jackson has officially reopened his recruitment. He's the top player in the country. He is decommitted from North Carolina. He's from South Carolina, where he was the player of the year, and the expectation is that he will flip from North Carolina to South Carolina and reclassify for 2022 and first-year head coach Lamont Paris. During his junior season, Jackson averaged 22 and 11. And again, he is expected now to land at South Carolina.
The Georgia Bulldogs.
Never too early to get started on a recruiting class. You know, LSU right now in Fuego for the 2023 class. They've even gotten a couple of commits for 2024, haven't they? Well, Kirby Smart said, whatever you could do, I could do better. Georgia has their first commit for 2025. Running back Jabri Wallace-Coleman. He's a rising sophomore. Dude just finished his freshman year of high school. He's now committed to the University of Georgia. He's unranked. He's out of Philadelphia. He's unranked because they don't have rankings yet for the 2025 class. But he had offers from Michigan, Tennessee, Nebraska, Penn State, and Texas A&M. 6'1", 200 pounds. He's going into his sophomore year of high school. And Jabri Wallace-Coleman committed now to Georgia. All right, there you have it. That is Around the SEC, presented by Gulf Coast Office Products. Shout out to our guy, Trey Beal, and our friends at Gulf Coast Office Products online at gcopnet.com. gcopnet.com for Gulf Coast Office Products. Face-to-face sales, service after the sale. That's what you get at Gulf Coast Office Products. And remember, the official office equipment provider of the LSU Tigers, the New Orleans Saints, the New Orleans Pelicans, and the ULL Raging Cajuns. Well, let's have to further review. Glad to have you aboard with us here, rolling along. Muse will give us an update from the British Open coming up here shortly. Theriot with us 15 minutes from right now. Ryan's letter, kick rocks. We'll do all that. Got to get a Theriot vacation recap. We'll get Ryan's thoughts on the upcoming MLB draft, all that good stuff. So glad to have you aboard with us here. Don't you move. It's AFR.
AFR.
Brought to you by Darren James and Associates, powered by eXp Realty. Every home listed by every company, all in one place. Agent225.com. Agent225.com. I actually had a long conversation with Darren James last night. He's got a new website coming, which is going to be so incredible. As great as Agent 225 is right now, it is going to be infinitely better for either the buying or selling process, making it easier for you, the user. But right now, you can log on to agent225.com if you're buying or selling. You can do a map search, the advanced search. You can even get a market report on what's going on in the Baton Rouge area market right now, or just choose whatever area. It's an incredible tool if you're buying or selling. It's agent225.com. Remember, buying or selling, commercial or residential. Work with Darren James, the top 1% of realtors in America. 335-7666 or agent225.com.
Think real estate, think Darren James.
Bayou Ford has $10,000 off new Ford F-150s. We have new 2021 F-150s on our lot now with $10,000 off MSRP. And all new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
It's no secret, the best oysters in Baton Rouge are at Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar. Enjoy mouth-watering South Louisiana flavor and oysters from all over the country. And don't forget our nightly drink specials. Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar, located in downtown Baton Rouge.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you were born to do.
Barbecue Guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
Le posso offrire un caffè? Le posso offrire un caffè? Andiamo insieme da me, non c'è.
Call Mr. Electric today for electrical.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
Well, yes, it was very emotional for me. I've been coming here since 1995, and I think the next one comes around in 2030, and I don't know if I'll be physically able to play by then. So, you know, to me, it felt like that this might have been my last British Open here at St. Andrews, and the fans, the ovation and the warmth. It was an unbelievable feeling.
Actually, a pretty appropriate music choice there, Muse. I don't know if you did that intentionally, but remember David Letterman on his final episode of Late Night had, like, his one request was to have the Foo Fighters play Everlong. And interestingly enough, obviously now with Taylor from Foo Fighters dying this year, that is no longer possible. Anyway, that was some weird unintended synergy there. But yeah, so Tiger Woods walking up to 18 to a large ovation there at St. Andrews. Muse cried earlier today, like a lot of other dopey people cried and got emotional about a very wealthy, massively successful man not getting to play a tournament at this particular course any longer, which doesn't really make much sense. Sports can be emotional, right, Muse? Make sure. Yeah, your mic's not.
Yeah, man, for sure. Button didn't want to work there.
Yeah. Sports can be emotional.
They can be.
You ever met Tiger Woods?
I haven't.
No?
I feel like I have, though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You ever seen him play in person?
I haven't.
No?
I feel like
You
I
haven't?
have, though, yeah.
Yeah, no? You ever been to St. Andrews?
No.
No, I haven't done any of that.
I feel like I have, though.
Yeah, okay. And you cried today?
No.
Said you got a little emotional.
It's emotional. I didn't cry. I didn't see it live. I was busy.
You ever cried at a sporting event?
I don't think so, no. I can't recall.
Paul, you ever cried at a sporting event?
I have not.
You ever cried at a sporting event, Matt?
When LSU won the Natty in 03.
That's a good one, yeah.
I was a senior at LSU. They won it. Had some tears on the ramp leaving the dome. Tears of joy.
Of course, yeah, for sure. Sports can be emotional.
And then played my last game that I ever played.
Yeah.
When we lost to that dirty Jacob Hester and Evangel. Because I knew I wasn't going to play anymore, so it was the last time I'd ever play. Cried then. But I think that's the 2 times in my life. Except maybe like if I was a little kid. Maybe if I was like 5 years old and like got tripped in T-ball and cried, something like that could have happened.
Yeah.
But, yeah, interesting. All these people on Twitter crying about Tiger Woods at St. Andrews. I don't quite get it, but to each their own. Who am I to judge? All right, Muse, give us a little. I love the British Open theme. This is what I've learned. I'm not a fan of those cheeky Brits telling me we have to call it the Open. What was the word they used?
They wanted to eradicate the term British Open.
It's funny that
Tiger just called it the British Open.
It's funny that the Brits want to eradicate the term British.
British, yeah, they did.
Play the Tiger Bite again. He said British.
He did.
Play it again, please.
I'll go to the spot.
Why did you kill the music? Is it on the same? What are we doing here?
I don't know.
Muse.
To me, it felt like that this might have been my last British Open here at St. Andrews.
Oh!
Tiger don't care what you say, Arne.
By the way, right after they just said they were not only wanted to eradicate it, and they just made him an honorary citizen or whatever, right?
How about that? Yeah.
You think they're withdrawing his citizenry, his citizenship?
No, it's Tiger
his membership.
They're
but
not.
He called it the British. Hey, look,
he did.
If Tiger Woods called it the British Open, I'm calling it the British Open.
That's fair. Yeah.
Even if he didn't, I'd still call it the British Open.
Of course.
Yeah. So,
you have it in big letters on the rundown right here.
Muse, yes, I actually did put British in all caps. British Open update. That's how stupid and bitter I am. British Open update. All right, Muse. We got some action.
We got some movement, man.
Didn't you tell me too? What did Ott say? By the way, I'm looking up his tweet. Tell me it again.
So Otter tweeted earlier today that 21% of the handle was on Tiger Woods for the British Open.
Oh, wow. 21% of the handle was on. How stupid are people?
Sports books rejoice.
The sports books
love it.
They're doing backflips today.
Oh yeah.
But tell you, it pays to listen to Otterlocks, man. Cam Smith was one of the choices he
Shot
gave.
64 today, so he is at 13 under, leading the tournament by 2.
Matt Fitzpatrick. I have a little action on Matt Fitzpatrick, who's hanging around.
66 today for Matt Fitzpatrick, so he's at 6 under par. He was at even yesterday. 7 shots back. That's doable on the weekend, man.
Yeah.
That's doable.
For sure.
See,
not so big on this interlude right here.
Yeah, the interlude's a little. That's something. Rory McIlroy, man, he was the betting favorite. He's holding strong. 67 today for Roars. He's
Somebody
at 10,
take out his
10
kneecaps.
Under par. He's at 10 under par.
Take out his kneecaps.
He could chase him down. Dustin Johnson of Live Golf.
Oh. You know what? I would actually...
Boy, that would be something.
I would be okay losing my bet if in the final pairing on Sunday was Rory and DJ.
I actually need that.
And DJ just pummeled him.
Well, not that part. I want the animosity.
Yes. And I want the American to win.
The outrage if a Live golfer is champion golfer of the year will be plentiful. We'll just say that.
I'd like that.
DJ's hanging around though, man.
I like that.
9 under par. Taylor Gooch of Live Golf is at 7 under par.
Woo!
They got a couple up there, man.
You mean I thought everybody at Live had played their best golf. I thought all their best golf was behind them,
No, that's just Phil. That's just Phil Mickelson of Live Golf.
Okay.
That's your British Open update.
This is After Further Review, brought to you by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Theriot is going to be in studio coming up here in about 5 minutes from right now. We'll have Ryan's Letter, Kick Rocks, all that good stuff. We're looking forward to that. We'll get you a Theriot vacation recap also. Stick around. Hour 2 of AFR is next.
AFR.
AFR is brought to you by the Williamson Eye Center and WilliamsonEYE.com. Give them a buzz at 924-2020. Call 924-2020. Remember, at the Williamson Eye Center, it's eye care, eyewear, and eye surgery. So, if you and your family need to get those family eye exams done before the school year starts, call the Williamson Eye Center. Locations all over the greater Baton Rouge area. I mean, in the center of Baton Rouge at Connell's, they got the Bluebonnet location, Denham, Zachary, New Roads, all over the place. Eyewear, if you do wear contacts or glasses, the Williamson Eye Center can help you out there as well. But what I love to stress all the time is their refractive procedures. If it's LASIK, if it's the lens replacement, if it's PRK, technology's advanced so much to where no matter your age or your refractive issue, they have an option for you, which is why you need to call the Williamson Eye Center and go for that free consultation. 924-2020, 924-2020, or online at WilliamsonEYE.com for the Williamson Eye Center.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
At Rejuvame, we specialize in medically monitored hormone replacement therapy, giving you the energy you need for all life's challenges. We can help get your day started. 1, 2, 1, 2.
This isn't just another day. It's so much more. Kelly's life was put on hold when her Auctioner primary care doctor discovered a rare blood disorder. Her doctor connected her to an Auctioner care team of cancer, heart, and kidney specialists. With multiple primary care locations around Baton Rouge, same-day appointments, and online scheduling, we're relentless about keeping you healthy. Auctioner Baton Rouge, innovating healthcare for Kelly.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
And this year, 2022, it's time to finally treat yourself. Bring your boat to the next level with front-to-back boat service. You want the latest and greatest marine technology? You want to go to the place that has not one, but 2 NMEA-certified techs. Family-owned and operated by the Sherman family for 30 years, front-to-back is the answer in Baton Rouge for all of your custom boat needs. So head to fronttobackboatservice.com or find them on Facebook, Front to Back Boat Service.
My own people call me an Uncle Tom. I play music. Been wined and dined by royalty. Trying to bring people together. All people. But regardless of all that kind of stuff, I'm still Louis Armstrong.
Here's the man you're waiting for, the king of jazz, Louis Satchmo Armstrong.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Doug Brown. The Houston Texans settle 30 possible claims against the organization related to allegations of sexual misconduct against former quarterback Deshaun Watson. The settlements are confidential. Cameron Smith at 13 under par holds the second-round lead at St. Andrews after a 64 today. He's 2 shots ahead of first-round leader Cameron Young and 3 ahead of Rory McIlroy and Victor Hovland. Tiger Woods misses the cut after a 75 today. Phil Mickelson also misses the cut. He shot 77 in his second round. Brittany Griner back in a Russian courtroom today. Her lawyer presented a doctor's letter recommending Griner use cannabis for pain. She's been held for almost 5 months and could face up to 10 years in prison if convicted of transporting drugs. Griner's next hearing is scheduled for July 26th.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all of your car care needs. We're close, convenient, and known for our guaranteed everyday low prices and excellent customer service from professional parts people you can trust. Stop by your local O'Reilly Auto Parts today. O'Reilly Auto Parts. Better parts, better prices every day.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge Studios.
That's right.
Boy, yeah, they call him the Riot. Born and raised in the swamps, on the fight like a tiger. He going beast mode, baby, he a beast though. What you think he supposed to do? You pitch a better reload. Get the point.
After further review, the Riot Radio Hour with Matt Moscona and Ryan Theriot.
Here comes Theriot. The throw, not in time. Scudero delivers and the Giants lead 4-3 in the 10th.
104.5, 104.9 ESPN Baton Rouge, 100.3 ESPN New Orleans.
This is legit, dude. Check me out. I got camo paint on my face.
Ryan Theriot hitless in 4 at-bats.
When it's 20 degrees, Matt, and you're sitting in a deer stand, it's freezing cold. You need a beanie on your head.
Our weekly visit with Ryan Theriot is brought to you by Bowie Outfitters. Bowie Outfitters, your home for everything outdoors.
Hour 2. Off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Dan. Cigar Bar. I'm Matt. I am sweating. Paul O'Neill.
They're chanting Paul O'Neill's name.
Maybe so. I had more.
That was good.
I had more. We're here. Glad you are as well. Making it a good one. Yeah, Rip.
Hey, man.
Welcome back.
Hey, good to be back.
Really nice to see you. I am very, very, very excited for 1 hour from right now.
Mm-hmm.
In exactly 1 hour, if you note the rundown, it says...
Theriot Vacation Recap.
I am fascinated because on Monday, spoke to you, and you were driving east. Didn't know where you were going.
Nope.
Wednesday morning, I spoke to you. You were back in the car driving east and south.
Yep.
Didn't know where you were going.
Nope.
And here you are today.
Mm-hmm.
Everything in between, we'll get the answers after the break. Well, in 1 hour from right now. What's going on?
What is this?
Oh, that's unfortunate. So Ryan's headphones, yeah, I guess you can use those that Muse has. One of the ear pads is completely gone.
I mean, I can hear out of it, but it's...
And that's going to be very uncomfortable. Yeah. Like your hat.
Thank you.
If you want to see a picture of Ryan's hat, I just tweeted it. You can go follow me on Twitter at Matt Moscona. I'll put it on my Instagram story as well. So if you want to follow me if you don't follow me on Instagram, it's just at Matt Moscona, Moscona. This looks like I would assume a gift to yourself. Yes.
This was from my bride.
Oh.
Yep. Jonna got me this.
That is wonderful.
Yeah.
She's so lovely.
It's gorgeous.
That you all just gift each other things like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's so wonderful.
She had hers on today. You saw her at lunch.
We did. We all had lunch together. You and me and the Theriot girls, and it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed your company.
Thanks.
All of you.
Mm-hmm.
You're wearing an airbrushed hat. Yep. I thought the only people that did airbrush on beach vacations were like children under the age of 10.
They do.
And the Terrios, apparently.
We do that. Yeah, we do that.
Yes.
Yeah. And we'll get to that later on. Looks like at 5 o'clock.
That looks the highlighter yellow, green, and blue.
Yep.
And Ryan on the hat. Old school trucker hat with the foam front. Yep.
Yep.
It's
a good hat. And it sits high too. I mean, it feels good on the head.
If you're listening, thank you. If you would like to see the hat of which we are speaking, you can watch us on the Watch 1045 ESPN YouTube channel. You can see Ryan's hat, or you can go follow me on Twitter or Instagram at Matt Moscona, and you can see the hat. Do you mind if I wear it just for a moment, just to try it on? You're not feeling those headphones? Sorry about that. I really didn't know. That was
Yeah, no, it's all good. Put it down a little bit.
No, you don't understand.
No, I know, but just wear it like.
I look like Elmer Fudd wearing
You
your hat.
look like a.
Tell me I don't look like Elmer Fudd.
Conductor. You look like a conductor.
I look like Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, he's a conductor.
Paulie, can you get a picture of Elmer Fudd? That's what I look like here. Muse, tell me I don't look like Elmer Fudd.
I can't do that.
I can't believe
I can't do that.
Your head is so small.
I got a small head. Yeah, it's a.
Do you have a small head or do I have a big head?
What size fitted hat do you wear?
I don't know. I haven't worn a fitted hat since I was probably 8 years old. Why would I wear a fitted hat? I never played Major League Baseball. I don't have a fitted hat.
So I wear like a 7 when my hair's long. I wear a 7 1/4 when I have a lot of hair, a lot of action. But like right now, I mean, this was so. Look, the back of the hood coat. That's the average size.
No.
Well, yes, it is because look how the hat's made.
Well, that's just how you wear it.
No, this is the smallest. We're doing the little button caps. Look, that's the smallest.
Got it.
All the way there.
Yeah.
This is the biggest. On the last one, there, an average is.
Yeah, I got it. Okay. Look, there's me and Elmer Fudd.
Look at Elmer.
Do I look like Elmer Fudd?
A little bit. You look just like Elmer
Pesky
Fudd.
wabbit.
Yeah.
See?
Yep. Can I have my hat back, please?
Yeah.
I don't want you to mess it up.
No. It barely rested atop my forehead.
You like it?
No.
Should I wear this around town?
Yeah,
absolutely. 100%. Should we get our Hudco hats made?
Oh, I would love that.
If we airbrushed a Hudco hat, would you wear that?
Absolutely. By the way, can I give a preemptive hug?
Yeah.
I'd like to hug the rain outside, which is coming in sideways
it's
right
bad
now.
right now.
Because and not that I want anybody's property to be damaged, but when you have a rain like this, our phones ring.
Yeah.
A lot.
They should.
By the way, if your roof stinks, you should probably call us right now. 364-1007. Hudco Roofing. 364-1007.
Yeah, don't
If
wait.
you call right now, Ryan's phone is going to ring, and you know who else's phone is going to ring?
Richard, and he's on vacation.
He's on vacation, which is so good. I would love to blow up
Just
Tilly
blow
right now
him
while
up.
he's on vacation.
Yeah.
I would love it if people just called 364-1007 anyway right now, just to make Tilly's cell phone ring while he's at the beach.
Yeah. No, that'd be good.
Okay, Amuse, hit it, by the way. We are so late already. It's already 9 after the hour. You got your letter?
What are we doing? Yeah, but I mean, I can't hear the music so it's probably going to stink, but it's whatever.
Here.
So it's all good.
No, look, Muse.
Are those yours?
No. Muse wears iPhone earbuds because, he's one day he'll graduate and be a professional radio guy.
He's big time.
Don't worry, Muse. I wore iPhone earbuds.
Look, they're comfortable. I'm sorry.
In the downstairs studio, and until maybe 2015 or so.
They're comfortable.
No doubt. Sure, I'm sure they're great. Yeah, they're awesome. Good job.
Thanks, Matt.
Good job. Yeah.
Welcome.
You're calling him Matt. You're not calling him Muse.
Much more professional.
Oh,
Matthew.
Muso.
Thank you, Matt. I like Matt. All right, here we go.
Is Matthew Muso gonna call me?
Okay, this is appropriate right now too, but it was very appropriate yesterday.
Okay.
Dear idiots who can't drive in the rain.
Ooh.
I just witnessed this a little bit on the way over here.
So you could have just started with Dear Idiots Who Can't Drive.
The rain is bad.
Okay.
All right. Okay, here we go. First, I'd like to talk a little bit about the Nervous Nelly drivers. Okay, you know those guys. The moment that a drop of water is detected on the windshield and their automatic windshield wipers on the electric hybrid crossover that they drive comes on, they immediately slam on the brakes and refuse to change lanes.
I know.
Okay? That's the first thing that happens. You guys lock into the 10 and 2 driving position and begin to sweat. That goes on for a mile or two, but once you've relaxed, you know what happens next. The flashers come on, which is, by the way, illegal in most states.
To drive with your flashers on?
Correct. Look that up. In fact, the hazard lights make driving in bad weather more dangerous for those around you. I witnessed this yesterday. The blinking light makes it much more difficult for vehicles around you to see brake lights and to tell the distance, thus creating a much more dangerous situation. Hazard lights, Matthew, are only to be used when the vehicle is disabled and at a standstill.
Look at you with some good info.
Not driving 35 miles an hour down the interstate.
I
when
got
there's
my
a
what
slight
we learned
sprinkle.
today. Hazard lights. Say it again.
Hazard lights are only to be used when the vehicle is disabled and at a standstill.
I know you looked that up. You would have never written disabled and at a standstill.
Not driving 35 miles an hour down the interstate when there's a slight sprinkle. Okay?
That's a really good point.
Now, the other driver that sucks in bad weather is the guy that doesn't even realize that it's raining. While on our way back from the beach, we drove through a pretty intense storm from Buc-ee's to Diamond Head. You familiar?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, love Buc-ee's. That's my spot.
I don't get it.
There's always that one or two drivers that weave in and out of traffic as if they're...
It's a gas station.
It's great.
It's a gas station.
There's always the one or two guys that weave in and out like they're at Talladega.
Mario Andretti in there. Why is Mario Andretti always the default driver?
Because he's got a good name.
Yeah, kind of, right?
He got a good name.
Okay. Anyway, go ahead. That's me, by the way.
They stare down the drivers, wondering why they're going so slow.
Yep, that's me.
Most of the time, it's a big truck or a dually or something. But sometimes you get the driver who's all geeked up on Red Bulls driving a Camry, hydro sliding all over the place. That guy's there. Saw him yesterday. And he's the one that makes the situation worse for the nervous Nellies because the guys with the hazard lights can't take it. They're already super nervous to start off with. Now you're weaving in and out. Now 35 goes to 15. The solution is simple. When it's raining, drive as fast as the other traffic is driving around you. Real easy. Don't change lanes too much. And don't put your flashers on. If you're having trouble seeing the road, pull over and wait it out. But don't drive 20, 25 miles an hour on the interstate causing problems for everyone else.
That's way more dangerous.
Sincerely, Ryan.
Yeah.
That's a
well
thing
done.
that happened.
Actually, really well done. That is very well done. People don't understand this. If you're going too slow on the interstate, like that is dangerous. Not even just the interstate, but I was on Burbank today. The speed limit on Burbank at parts is 55, is it not? There was someone going 40 miles an hour on Burbank.
Yeah, but most people on Burbank drive 70. Like that is the if you're going 70, 65 to 70.
You can go 65 on Burbank
easily
because it feels like an interstate. It's
Everybody
a 2-lane
else is
highway,
going that fast.
Or a 4-lane highway, 2 lanes each way. And that yes, you're going that fast. So there were two cars side by side going 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's not good.
I was about to lose my mind. It's a good thing Erica was in the car with me, because when I lose my mind like that on people who are that stupid, I'm a little nervous. So we're leaving on Sunday for media days, and I'm driving me, T-Bob, Hester, and Rivers. We're all going in my car because I'm the one with enough space to get all of our stuff in the car because everybody's family vehicles have to stay otherwise. And they're all going to ride with me, and I'm like, they're going to see a super angry, aggressive driver in me. They're probably going to be scared.
Just eat a gummy.
I got it.
Eat a gummy and relax. So.
Well, snack one from Yuso before we leave.
Yeah, you could do that.
All right, we'll do Kick Rocks coming up next.
AFR.
AFR is brought to you by the Baton Rouge General Hospital, brgeneral.org, brgeneral.org, expanding healthcare in the Baton Rouge area. Log on to the website at brgeneral.org to learn more about everything that they have to offer. Of course, their emergency care, if it's the Baton Rouge General Mid-City location, the ER there reopened amid COVID. The Bluebonnet ER, and of course, the Ascension Neighborhood Hospital has emergency care there as well. The Pennington Cancer Center at the Bluebonnet campus continues to impress and expand healthcare in Baton Rouge and cancer services. You can learn more at brgeneral.org. Scroll down, you see the featured services, and you can learn more about the Pennington Cancer Center. Of course, we hope no one ever needs the Pennington Cancer Center, but the reality is sometimes we do. And it's phenomenal to know that that resource is right there, right here in Baton Rouge, at the Baton Rouge General Hospital. brgeneral.org. Remember the Express Care locations, walk-in urgent care 7 days a week, brgeneral.org.
For over 53 years, customers have been heading to Happy Town for the Corval Toyota experience. Why? Because they choose to get an outstanding price and amazing customer service. Want the same and get treated like family? Then Corval Toyota in Opelousas is the dealership for you. Corval vehicles have been cruising around Acadiana for 5 decades. Corval Toyota is here to stay, and we want to keep you rolling. So come on down to Happy Town. That's Corval Toyota in Opelousas, Happy Town, USA.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Ochsner.
ServiceMaster Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact ServiceMaster Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. ServiceMaster Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning.
Girl was sitting by the bayou. My hot girl to your hot girl, I got a hot boy that is fire. Talking about a hot boy,
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria, the Riot Radio Hour with Ryan Theriot and Matt Moscona, presented by Bowie Outfitters.
Hey, what's going on over at Bowie Outfitters right now? I mean, when it's this time of year, is this deer hunting season or duck hunting season, or do you hunt hogs? What do you do right about now this time of year?
You fish.
Oh,
but you prepare for hunting.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so now's
Got
when
it.
you're getting ready for hunting.
Got it. Yeah, you
Yeah, and look, the good people at Bowie, they always stay ahead of the curve. So right now, you can get $100, a gift card with a purchase of a 2022 bow. So they're getting ready for bow season, which is a couple months away. So you need to buy your new bow right now. You need to go to the archery range over at Bowie. You need to shoot it, get it sighted in, feel comfortable with it. So you get $100 gift card with a purchase of bow. Matthews V3X, Hoyt, Elite Envision, PSC, Bowtech, Raven, 10-point, all these bows. That's just to name a few that they have over at Bowie. We got some highlighted brands that are in stock right now that I'd like to talk a little bit about at Bowie. Yep, the trophy line, the Millennium tree stands. Love a Millennium tree stand. I get nervous when I climb up the trees. I need to know I'm in something safe. Millennium is that for me. Sitka, which is some gangster camo. I know you're familiar with the Sitka.
I mean, when it comes to all the camo that I own,
you got
the Sitka is my favorite.
I know.
It's probably all I own, actually. All the
so
Sitka
good.
stuff.
Yeah.
I got the Sitka, the hats, and I got the Sitka shirts and the jacket and all the other the boots,
rain gear,
the rain gear, underwear, socks. No, not that.
Nope. But they have
got it. Sitka.
Look, Nomad, good. King's camo, Boss Buck. Do you talk? No, you don't talk about. What's the buck feed you talk about? At the place. Buckbusters.
Yeah.
You can buy your Buckbusters and you can put it in your Boss Buck feeder.
Oh.
Yeah. So Big Time, that's a good one. So they got all kind of stuff. Look, there's sale items right here that I'm not going to talk about because it's
a long list.
It's just nonstop.
We just scroll
Point of
down
this
again.
read is go to Bowie Outfitters. Get ready for hunting season.
Got
It's
it.
coming. If you're last minute fishing going on, do that too.
Got
Check them out at Bowie Outfitters, BowieOutfitters.com. Now until July 24th, by the way.
Okay. Glad to have you aboard with us here. I do want to get your thoughts. MLB draft is coming up starting on Sunday. Want to get your thoughts on some of that. Final mock draft from Kyler McDaniels out. Talked about it last hour. We'll get to some of that. Glad to have you hanging out with us here. Let's do Kick Rocks.
Yeah, let's do it.
It's now time to Kick Rocks with Ryan Theriot.
Kick rocks.
Presented by Roto-Rooter Plumbing.
NBA can kick rocks because they're so dang sensitive.
What are you looking at? Kick Rocks.
As a matter of fact, the NFL can kick rocks too.
We've got rocks. You know what to do.
In that case, then Matt's going to have to kick rocks.
Now let's see if Ryan Theriot actually prepared for this week's segment.
I'm going to tell myself to kick rocks. Get on down the road and kick rocks.
Hey, Sean Payton can kick rocks.
Oh,
Kick
come
rocks.
on.
Yep. No,
Kick rocks.
No, he can kick them.
You kick rocks.
He's trying to come back and coach
I
in
want him
2023.
to come back and coach in 2023.
Where's he going to go? So you
care?
don't want him to coach? What if we went coach for the Falcons? How would that make you feel?
How many draft picks we getting?
That's going to happen. He's going to the Falcons. He's going to beat the Saints.
He's not going to the Falcons.
Yeah,
he's going to coach again, and the Saints are going to get compensated for it when he does. So come on.
I think it's stupid.
I'm
that
ready
he's
for him to
gonna
coach again. Let's
somewhere
go.
else.
Come on back in.
Kick rocks, Sean Payton.
You kick rocks.
Just go sit in the booth and talk about it.
What
Okay,
good
I
does
want
it
you
do New
coaching for the
Orleans?
Saints. I want him coaching
well,
for
I
the
do
Saints.
too, but he's not. So what good does it do New Orleans with Sean Payton sitting out doing nothing? He comes back, we get some compensation here.
What if the guys stink? I know what he is. He's a good coach. He's proven. I want him. I don't want the guy.
Well,
I don't
you're
want
not
the draft
getting him.
picks that
So
might stink.
you got to understand the reality, which is Sean Payton's not coming back to New Orleans.
I don't like reality. Why can't he come back to New Orleans? Why wouldn't he come back? Why couldn't he?
Because you have a coach already.
What if that guy stinks? We don't know if he stinks. He
fire
might
him.
stink.
If he stinks, fire him.
And then can we have Sean back?
Maybe if he's not coaching somewhere else.
But it says he's going to be coaching somewhere else in 2023.
What says that?
The Saints Wire.
The Saints Wire says it.
He
probably will be.
Yeah, and that makes me.
But Dennis Allen's not going to be a one and done in New Orleans. So Peyton's going to go coach somewhere else, and the Saints will get compensation for it. I'm about that action, boss.
What if the guys stink?
What guys?
The guys that we're going to get the draft picks.
Well, I don't know.
It's a waste. The whole thing's a waste, and
Well,
we have a coach that stinks.
I get it, but what if they're
And they
all
don't
really
have a
good?
quarterback.
What
And
if
the Saints don't have a quarterback?
What
either.
if they're really good? What if the draft picks are good? What if Dennis Allen's really good? What if Sean Payton goes to Miami or to Dallas or to the Chargers and they stink with him there? Who knows? What if?
Can the Honey Badger play quarterback? Is all I need to know. Jarvis can. He can throw.
He can wing it. He's a lefty too.
He can throw, and he can hit a little bit too.
Yeah.
Sneaky, like he's a good athlete.
Sneaky good athlete.
Yeah.
It's a Traction alum there.
Yeah, he is.
Juice.
Juice. Man, I really like this guy back in the day, but he's got to kick rocks because he's kind of a can't really say the word. Alex Rodriguez can kick rocks.
Kick rock. Why did you wait? You liked
I
him?
used to love him.
Why?
I don't. He was a great player.
Oh,
like,
because he was a
early
great player,
on
yeah.
with Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he was.
And Texas. We got the big deal with Texas.
Maybe he was the best going. Yeah. I mean, I'd put him up there, all-time players top 10, just when he's at his best. The skill set's ridiculous.
Yeah, he was absurd.
Man, but the way he treated Jeter, I didn't even realize this. I saw this article. Did you read this? How he?
The Jeter documentary, the captain, debuts on Monday.
I'm excited about that. I'm a big Jeter. Yeah, big Jeter fan. Yeah, I'm a fan. Great teammate. I would have loved to have played with him.
This reminds me that I want to tell you to kick rocks.
Oh.
Kick rock.
Okay.
You just reminded me of something.
Okay.
I can't believe that 10 years later, my brain went right back to this spot.
Yeah, but it did. What happened? What did I do? What did I do this time?
You got a call to play for the Yankees, and you stayed retired. Yeah. How selfish of you.
That's actually the opposite of selfish.
How selfish?
Selfless.
All you thought about was yourself and your free time and getting to be with your family and all that sort of stuff, when you could have gone and played for the Yankees, and my friend would have been the shortstop of the Yankees, and then I could have gone and watched the Yankees play, maybe gotten in the clubhouse.
You could have gotten in the
field,
clubhouse for sure.
All that sort of stuff. When will I ever get that
Walk the
opportunity?
hallowed halls
Do you know
that Babe walked.
Do you know the only other real opportunity I might have had was Josh Smith? Catholic High, LSU, drafted by the Yankees, and then they traded him. And he's crushing it right now.
He's doing great, yeah.
For the Rangers. And you were just so selfish. You couldn't suck it up for one half of a season.
Yeah, I didn't have to do it the whole time. I could have, like, mid-season just been hung it up.
Yeah. It was the year when Jeter broke his ankle, remember?
Oh, yeah, in the shortstop for the Yankees.
Like, the Yankees legit called Ryan, or your agent, whatever, who called you to see if you were interested. And you're like, no, I'm
good.
stay retired.
Yeah.
No, just go. And it wasn't even a minor league contract. It wasn't like, hey, we're gonna bring you in, work you out, sort of thing. It was like, you want to come be the shortstop? Jerk.
I'm good. Hey, the NBA Summer League can kick rocks.
Now. Like I just got really mad at you all over again.
It was a long time ago, man. Get over it.
Well,
bro.
I'm not.
You need to get over it.
And ask me in the last decade how close I've been to getting to go like to Yankee Stadium and have someone on the team that I know and I could be my friend.
It happened 2 weeks ago.
No.
Sure it did.
No, it didn't.
You didn't go to Yankee Stadium 2 weeks ago?
I did.
You didn't have a friend playing?
I did.
Okay, well, there you go.
But he was on the other team.
You still could have gotten the clubhouse,
No.
the visitors clubhouse.
Come on.
You asked.
Like going to Houston's clubhouse. Not interested in that.
Hang out with Dusty. Hey, I got one. The NBA Summer League can kick rocks.
Kick rock.
Well, I kind of agree with you on that now.
I've watched a few games. It's horrible basketball. Horrible basketball.
What's a bunch of guys that aren't going to play?
It is the worst basketball. And now the Pelly's got two guys that are hurt. I don't know their names, but you do. But they got two guys that are hurt. One of them, I think, was a guy.
Well, Dyson Daniels, who was the number 8 pick in the draft, he hurt his ankle.
He's done.
And then he's not. But then E.J. Liddell, their second-round pick. E.J. Liddell was kind of a guy at Ohio State. He averaged 19 points a game. And Jonathan Givony had him as his number 21 prospect in the draft.
Jabroni?
Yeah, Jabroni. And he had him, but he went 41.
You got somebody named Jabroni that does that?
Givony. Well, you know what? And I'm going to tell Jonathan Givony to kick rocks.
Okay.
How about this?
Kick rocks.
Let's do it.
100 years ago, I did a radio show called The Fastest Hour with,
100.
with Josh, me and Josh Innes.
I love Josh Innes.
I know you do. And way back in the day, Jonathan Givony was one of the few guys who did like NBA mock draft stuff. He had a website called NBA Draft Express.
Okay.
And because nobody knew who in 2007, nobody was doing that. Nobody knew who he was or anything like that. But Josh and I actually gave a damn about doing a good radio show. We would actually get good, interesting people on and whatever. Instead of taking calls from the same 5 people with fake names. But, we would call Jonathan. He'd come on the show. And now the dude big leagues us. Or me. Everybody. Like
Jabroni thinks he's a guy?
I can't get Jonathan Jabroni on the show.
Oh, we got to crush him then.
Send him messages. Sell them.
He's a big time for you.
I got big time by Jonathan Jabroni.
I got a hug.
Okay, I want to hear it.
Can I do a hug?
Yep.
You know the name Rivertown?
Yeah.
One of the better names going in pro baseball right now.
Yeah.
Rivertown. Zachary product.
Okay.
It's a Dallas Baptist. When they were tearing it up,
yeah,
he was a guy, outfielder, drafted. He's Rivertown with the Kansas City organization.
Okay.
Royals. Been on base 28 consecutive games.
Oh.
He's in the Carolina League, A-ball. One more game, he breaks the record for the league. He's leading the team in RBIs and homers from the leadoff spot.
How you doing?
Okay. And he's been rated one of the top players in the Royals organization. I want to give a local boy who's tearing it up, my guy Rivertown. I want to shout him out, give him a hug.
Okay.
Hey, break the record tonight, River. 29.
Just lean over the plate. Well, take one on the elbow.
Just do something, bro.
Jump in front of one.
Mm-hmm. Shout him out.
Good job, River.
Yeah, so.
Rivertown. Rivertown. Gotta get a.
What a name.
Maybe we get Sharif on to get a rule. How about we do that next? Let's call Sharif, get a ruling on the name Rivertown, especially with the Major League Baseball draft coming up. There's some good names in this draft. Maybe we'll do that. But it's after further review. Let me knock out a quick break. Stick around. It's AFR.
AFR.
AFR is brought to you by Shoots Electric. Pretty fired up. Is it odd for me to say I'm kind of excited for the power to go out?
That is odd.
It is just a little weird. So we had our whole home generator installed, a Generac from Shoots Electric. And so we're ready to roll. If the power ever goes out again, boom. Our generator pops on, whole house is powered. So I'm kind of excited for the power to go out so I can see it work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a very weird thing to be excited about, but I am. I was stunned at how affordable a whole home generator is. I'll also remind you that financing is available at Shoots Electric.
It's a no-brainer.
CESofLA.com. The other thing I didn't know, you have to go through this whole permitting process, and you have to call the electric company. And we have to change our meter and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Shoots Electric handles all of that. They're so good to work with. CESofLA.com. CESofLA.com.
Bayou Ford has $10,000 off new Ford F-150s. We have new 2021 F-150s on our lot now with $10,000 off MSRP. And all new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
Dad!
Kids have staked out their place at Ochsner Medical Complex The Grove, where more than 30 pediatricians and pediatric specialists are all conveniently located under one roof, so you can spend less time driving and more time keeping your kids well.
Yes!
It's no wonder kids call dibs at The Grove. Ochsner Health Center for Children.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
It's no secret. The best oysters in Baton Rouge are at Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar. Enjoy mouth-watering South Louisiana flavor and oysters from all over the country. And don't forget our nightly drink specials. Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar, located in downtown Baton Rouge.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from BarbecueGuys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you were born to do.
Barbecue guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
If home is where the heart is, a roof is a shield. That's why for over 25 years, South Louisiana always turns to Garcia Roofing and Sheet Metal. For more information.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. The Riot Radio Hour with Ryan Theriot and Matt Moscona, presented by Bowie Outfitters.
All right, we're going to, in 10 minutes, we're going to do Ask Ryan. So fire away, get your questions in, line them up. You can email me, Matt at 1045ESPN.com. You can tweet us at Matt Moscona.
Hey, Twitter world.
You can jump at the Bayou Forward YouTube chat on the Watch 1045 ESPN YouTube channel, or you can text your questions for Ask Ryan in the 225 at 396-4400, 396-4400, 396-4400. So we'll get to that coming up here with Ask Ryan in just a few minutes. We are good to go. Okay, good. So you mentioned Rivertown just a moment ago.
Yeah.
And okay, good. We have Sharif. So if are you familiar at all with do you know at all who Sharif Ishak is?
I'm familiar.
All right. So what do you know about Sharif?
That he loves names.
Okay, so you're familiar with the deal we do. Okay. So quick catch up for those that don't know. Sharif and I have known each other a very long time. We were both at LSU together in the manship school. When you're in your sort of concentration like that, you end up having the same class. You know, when you get that advanced in your degree program, you end up having a lot of classes with the same people.
Yeah.
Right. So Sharif and I had a lot of class together. Known him a long time. He's a no talent. It's
him,
kind of
though.
incredible. I don't necessarily hate him. He's just a no talent. I can't believe that he's employed. But he's employed at WDSU in New Orleans. He's not very good at what he does. But there's one thing that he actually does well. And because I'm willing to crush him for all the things he's bad at, when I give him credit for something good, it's validation, right? It's validation. And he is very good at identifying frat-tastic names. And when you said Rivertown, I thought of that, so I wanted to bring Sharif on to get a ruling. Sharif, I don't really care how you are doing, but I will, out of obligation, ask, how are you?
Hey, Ryan Theriot. I'm only glad to be on because you're here.
Good.
Sharif, what's up, man? How's it going?
I'm glad you didn't talk to me because I don't want to talk to you anyway. Okay, so we have a name. By the way, can you get us popular as well? Not a Surf, our bed music here for
Is
Sharif.
that a new picture for Sharif? You've been working out. You look great.
Look at that.
Thanks, man. Thanks, Ryan. I'm feeling cute.
Yeah, you been in the gym or like what's the deal?
Yeah, I've been it's shredding season. I got to look real good for SEC Media Days.
Dude, you look good, man. Keep it up. Keep up the good work.
You got a tan?
Appreciate it. I wish I had hair like yours, but, I'll go with the bald head.
I shaved my head, Sharif.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Not all the way bald, though. He didn't really shave it all the way.
I'm growing it back.
You probably used was that a 4 or a 5 guard?
I went one all the way around. Now, no, yeah. To start off, absolutely.
No.
Hell yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I see you every week.
The first time I did it, I went one, boom, done.
No.
Absolutely. That happened.
That's like my beard. You weren't this.
Yeah, that's where I was.
All right, Sharif. There's a baseball player by the name of Rivertown who's from Zachary, now playing at. It
was Kansas City. He's with Kansas City.
In the Royals organization.
Yeah, tearing it up too.
Went to Dallas Baptist, now in the Royals organization. He's about to set the record for the consecutive games being on base in the minor leagues.
Yeah.
Rivertown. We need a ruling.
Rivertown will get you 4 stars.
Okay.
Get you up to 4 stars. That's a good name. I like it.
It's
unique and
what
the first name mostly.
What prevents Rivertown from being a 5-star name?
I've heard River before.
Okay.
I've heard it a few times, but it's still a good name. It's still good enough to get you to the 4-star level.
How about his younger brother, Stone Town?
Oh.
See, now Stone is a good one. I've only heard of one other guy named Stone.
Who is it?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes, absolutely.
No.
We set you up. Yes, we did set you up.
Who
no,
is
but
it?
I've heard of. It's a guy Stone. I forgot his last name, but he lives here in New Orleans.
So, by the way, Stone Gossard of Pearl Jam.
That's good.
No, I don't know who that is. I listen to New Orleans rap. You should know that. I don't know what Pearl Jam is.
Stone Gossard is in Pearl Jam.
Oh, okay.
He's the rhythm guitarist.
I hope you enjoyed the list of names I gave you earlier today, because those are all money.
So that's actually, I guess, a transition here, which you had to go spoil it and take away the perceived randomness of this call.
You learned that at Manship.
Jesus.
At Manship.
So now everyone realizes this was our. Actually, we weren't planning on calling Sharif, actually, but he did text me earlier. All right, give me. All right, the MLB draft is this weekend, and you did send me a list of 5 names. Are these 5 names 5-star names?
Yes, go for them. I want you to read them out, and just so people can hear how great they are.
Okay, the first one that we have here is Thrasher Steed.
He's a real name.
That's a real guy?
Thrasher Steed.
Yeah.
Whoa.
There is Cannon Pickle. Shadden Peavy House. I don't know if I'm more impressed with the first name or the last name.
Say it again.
Shadden, Shaddon, Peavy House.
Peavy House.
Peavyhouse.
Oh, man, that is
Shadden
good.
Peavy House.
That's great.
See, now there's Lake Fisher, and I'm thinking how is that any different? It's the same feel as River Town.
Yeah, Lake Fisher's not great.
Lake Fisher, and then Cutter Coffee. I do like the alliteration with Cutter Coffee, however.
Cutter Coffee. It's good. The Thrasher's good, and then the third one, really good.
Shadden Peavy House. Sharif, do you have a favorite?
The first and third one, Thrasher and Shadden. I told that to Musso as well. It's like my 2 favorites, easily off the top. 5-star, first ballot Hall of Fame names, Shadden and Thrasher. I don't know any guys named Shadden and Thrasher.
What about the last time you were here, we talked about Thatcher Hurd, the pitcher from UCLA, who's transferring to LSU, who's a total stud, by the way. How do Thrasher and Thatcher stack up?
Thatcher's
good. Thatcher's really good. I mean, Thatcher Hurd is just going to get you the 5-star too.
Yeah.
See, we have come across quite a few 5-star names in the last 3 or 4 phone calls. I'm impressed.
You know what I think?
You're bringing these to the table.
Well,
I'm surprised you have that brain to do this.
I'm actually thinking that maybe your rating system is actually not very good or as rare as you think it is, because if we're this easily able to come across this many 5-star names, then maybe your rating system stinks, which would not surprise me at all since you're not very good at what you do. Why would you be good at this?
I'm great at what I do.
No.
I mean, I invented the Sharif 5 tools 5-star name.
Yeah, you did.
So, I told you there's only one 5-tool player.
And I think we've
remember who it is?
I think we've it was the guy from Alabama.
No, it's not. It was Dan Z. Swanson.
Yeah.
But I gave you why. The 5 tools.
Yeah, no, I just don't really listen when you talk.
I know you don't. No one really listens when you talk. But when Ryan talks, it's like amazing. Everyone loves to hear Ryan talk.
I'm sorry, were you saying something?
Appreciate that, buddy.
Speak some truth, Ryan. You speak the truth, my friend.
I'm just honest. I'm honest with the people, and that's really all it is.
Is Sharif breaking up? Is he still talking?
No, I got him. I can hear him good.
So
Maybe it's your headphones.
Oh, no, I was just completely tuning him out, actually, is what I was doing. So.
What did you say? Oh.
This is where me not having the dump button on my screen anymore sucks, because I want to hang up on him right now. Muse, hang up on him.
Ryan, your hat looks great.
Thanks, Sharif. Appreciate that.
Mid-sentence. Get rid of him. Get rid of him. Muse, get rid of him. Get rid of this guy. Thank you. Gone. Take that music out of here, too. Do you remember that song by Not a Surf?
Nope.
You don't remember that song?
Mm-mm. Not a Surf?
Did we ever make this a poll question, Muse? Do you know this? Do you remember what the results were?
I think it was more people said no.
Well, no doubt more people
I
said
don't remember the exact number, but no won. But we did, because it was one of the first times we put it under the segment there with Sharif. Hell, it might have been whenever he was on one of the times doing the Alabama name.
So. All right, it's After Further Review. We're brought to you by the Aesthetic Medicine and Anti-Aging Clinics of Louisiana, Blue Bonnet in Baton Rouge, Ambassador Caffrey in Lafayette, and online at theantiagingclinics.com, theantiagingclinics.com. was by there today, as a matter of fact. Erica needed some face cream. Picked that up.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, it was.
I saw you there last week.
I did see you there last week. And then you bought me lunch.
Yep.
It was very nice.
You bought me lunch today.
I did.
Thanks.
We got like Friday lunch dates.
Look at that.
The Aesthetic Medicine and Anti-Aging Clinics of Louisiana. Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge. Ambassador Caffrey in Lafayette and online at theantiagingclinics.com. Okay, let's wrap up hour number 2. When we come back, we'll do Ask Ryan. Fire away with your Ask Ryan questions. And then we will have Theriot vacation recap in 15 minutes. I kind of want to get Jonna on the phone, too. You think she's down?
She's been texting me, so probably.
Okay. All right, stick around. It's AFR.
AFR.
AFR is brought to you by Insurance Network of Louisiana, where over the years they have saved thousands of AFR listeners, thousands annually on their insurance coverage. Every one of us has insurance. So many of us are overpaying. And right now, when we saw the inflation numbers earlier this week, when everything costs more, people are trying to do one of two things. Either find out a way to make more money or find out a way to save more money. Start with your insurance. Call Insurance Network of Louisiana, 293-0450, 293-0450, or lainsurance.net. Adam sent me this testimony from an AFR listener who had been with Liberty Mutual. They were able to lower his hurricane deductible and save him $2,700 a year on his coverage. What if you could lower what you pay every year on your insurance by $2,700? You never know until you call 293-0450 or online at lainsurance.net.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has $10,000 off MSRP on all new 2022 Ram Black Widow trucks in stock. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty and free delivery. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
And this year, 2022, it's time to finally treat yourself. Bring your boat to the next level with front-to-back boat service. You want the latest and greatest marine technology? You want to go to the place that has not one, but 2 NMEA-certified techs. Family-owned and operated by the Sherman family for 30 years, front-to-back is the answer in Baton Rouge for all of your custom boat needs. So head to fronttobackboatservice.com or find them on Facebook, Front to Back Boat Service.
This isn't just another day. It's so much more. Kelly's life was put on hold when her auctioneer primary care doctor discovered a rare blood disorder. Her doctor connected her to an auctioneer care team of cancer, heart, and kidney specialists. With multiple primary care locations around Baton Rouge, same-day appointments, and online scheduling, we're relentless about keeping you healthy. Auctioneer Baton Rouge, innovating healthcare for Kelly.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
My own people call me an Uncle Tom. I play music. Been wined and dined by royalty. Trying to bring people together. All people. But regardless of all that kind of stuff, I'm still Louis Armstrong.
Here's the man you're waiting for, the king of jazz, Louis Satchmo Armstrong.
Talk to me now. Cruising down the street.
Real slow, what the fellas be yelling?
Talk to me now. Cruising down the street.
Real slow, what the fellas be yelling? Marrero.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. The Riot Radio Hour with Ryan Theriot and Matt Moscona, presented by Bowie Outfitters.
All right, wrapping up hour number 2. Let's get to a little Ask Ryan. You know the drill. Here's your chance to ask Theriot anything about anything. By the way, we do have a guest in studio right there on the desk. It is the 2022 Honorary ESPY Trophy. Got a finalist coming in studio in about 40 minutes from right now.
Pretty excited about that.
Yeah, we'll get to meet one of the... ESPN does a great thing. They allow us as an ESPN affiliate to award an Honorary ESPY, which you've heard... promoted. All the nominees are in, so we'll meet one of the nominees coming up here in the next hour. All right, John Coffey said, "Hey Matt, I'm likely the only person who wants to know, but do you have any word on what Coach O and Will Wade are doing these days?" I don't on Coach O. Will Wade went back to Chattanooga. He's involved in some business there, and I understand that he's, I think, spending the summer at his beach house on the coast. So had some interest from international basketball teams and coaching. I don't know that he's going to move internationally to coach, but He'll have some of those options, but he's fine.
Yeah, he's going to be good.
He'll be fine.
He's a good coach.
All right, let's see. How can Ryan just now know that A-Rod was a hater? That's from Nathan Allen.
I don't just now know that. I mean, look, you wear the goggles just because he's so good. Like, it is my childhood. But when I heard Jeter talk about it, it hurt my heart.
Gerald Mathern asked Ryan, did you buy the matching fanny pack? Talking about your hat there.
Funny you ask. John actually did buy me a fanny pack. I wore it for a couple hours, and then I just couldn't do it anymore.
Kevin Gotro asked Ryan, favorite SEC baseball stadium to play in, and why?
It's got to be the old Alec Box, for sure.
All right, opposing stadium. Do you remember any stadium? And when you played, there weren't any good ones, quite honestly.
No, Mississippi State was good. The atmosphere was off the charts.
But all the stadiums now are new and beautiful and renovated, like legit look like minor league ballparks.
Oh, yeah.
When you played, there were no amenities. It wasn't a thing.
It wasn't nice.
Eric Wilderrotter, thoughts on flushable wipes, asking for a friend. I need to fill you in on that.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that. I like that.
Bronson Bridges asked Ryan, does Orgy at SEC Media Days have NIL potential? There is a Vanderbilt is taking a player whose last name is Orgy.
Oh, wow. We should have talked to Sharif about that.
It's like O-R-J-I.
That's unbelievable.
It really is, but it's real.
But that's real. Yeah, I mean, good move on their part.
Thing.
All right, you're going.
Yep.
You got to get that guy on.
His name is Anthony Orgy, O-R-J-I. He's a senior linebacker.
T-Bob's 100% going to search that guy out, try to get him.
Richard Tilley asked Ryan, did Hudko have a good week?
Hudko had a great week. Banner week, actually. Oh, yeah.
Call 364-1007. You can bother Richard Tilley on vacation right now, or Theriot's phone will ring. 364-1007. Brian Chandler asked Ryan, do the Braves really push for DeGrom?
They're dumb if they don't. I mean, the guy's unbelievable. Yeah.
Dathan Grants.
Good. That's a good one.
Dathan Grants. Get Sharif back on the line.
Yep.
Ask Ryan, favorite beer to drink?
I mean, I'm just kind of an ultra guy. If I was going to drink beer, I don't like, go to the place and say, hey, give me your good craft. I'm just not that guy, really.
Tony Moore, boxers or tidy whities?
Neither. I mean, I go boxer brief or none at all normally.
Peyton Center definitely texted me when he was not intending to text me. He just said, I'm going home for a second, then going to Terry's. He definitely just texted the wrong person.
Yeah, he said that's the wrong guy.
Brandon DeVille asked Ryan, got any good booster seat recommendations?
I don't know what that means.
Dion Santiago asked Ryan, who you got winning the home run derby?
With the way Schwarber's been swinging the bat, I got to say him.
If you don't pick the polar bear in New York, you're dumb.
Yeah, he's probably going to win. I just hope Albert doesn't get bounced in the first round.
No, he's going to get bounced. Kyle D asked Ryan, If you were an MLB umpire, would you have an obnoxious strike call or keep it calm and simple?
Calm and simple.
Cliff Nelson asked Ryan, Master P or Birdman?
Oh man, that's a tough one. That is
a really good
That's
question.
a really
the
good
hard-hitting
question.
questions here that we really need. These are the things we need to know.
Golly, can I take them both? All right, Birdman.
Eric Gotro asked Ryan, what's your favorite sandwich? Hot or cold?
Hot for sure.
Dennis Payne asked Ryan, what's the Saints' record this year?
How many games do they play?
17.
17-0.
Okay. James Dean, Ryan, what's your thoughts on Buc-ee's, the gas station?
Really enjoy it.
It's a gas station.
It's great. It's like Disney World, actually. Everybody's smiling, enjoying themselves, having a good time. Went into one a few weeks ago in Texas. The mascot was in there. Buc-ee was dressed up in there taking pictures with people. It was a big deal.
Okay. Blaine Besh asked Ryan, best drink to order at Cajun Palms this weekend?
Yep, Cajun Palms. Great stop. If you haven't been, you need to go. Right across the Basin Bridge. Really good people watching over there. Blaine, I don't know what drink. Whatever it is, though, order two.
Avo Marzawanian asked Ryan, if you were a wrestler, what would be your walkout song?
What did you just say before that?
I don't know. Hour number 3, let's find out about Theriot's vacation.
AFR.
But first, let's find out about Michelli Weighing and Measurement. Michelli.com. Been telling you that over at Michelli, they actually are hiring right now in Harahan, in Baton Rouge, and in Lake Charles. So here's what I would recommend. If you were looking for a career with a great company that's been around for 75 years, incredible pay and benefits, that's Michelli, but not just in the New Orleans area. They're Harahan, of course, New Orleans area. They're looking for service technicians in Baton Rouge, Lake Charles, and the Harahan, New Orleans area. They need a shipping and receiving clerk in Harahan and a service administrator in the Harahan office. You can apply online at the website at Michelli.com. So go to Michelli.com, hit the career tabs right there at the top, and you'll see the Apply Now button right there in the middle. It's Michelli Weighing and Measurement. Michelli.com. Michelli.com. Apply online at Michelli.com.
For over 53 years, customers have been heading to Happy Town for the Corval Toyota experience. Why? Because they choose to get an outstanding price and amazing customer service. Want the same and get treated like family? Then Corval Toyota in Opelousas is the dealership for you. Corval vehicles have been cruising around Acadiana for 5 decades. Corval Toyota is here to stay, and we want to keep you rolling. So come on down to Happy Town. That's Corval Toyota in Opelousas. Happy Town, USA.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment. This is a diabetes checkup. This isn't just more convenient care, it's more advanced care. This is innovating healthcare at Louisiana's #1 hospital, Ochsner.
This is SportsCenter.
I'm Doug Brown. The Houston Texans have now reached settlements with 30 women who were ready to make claims against the team regarding allegations of sexual misconduct against Deshaun Watson, who's now with the Browns. The terms of those settlements are being kept confidential. Halfway through the Open Championship at St. Andrews, Australia's Cameron Smith, the leader at 13 under, 2 shots ahead of Cameron Young, 3 ahead of Rory McIlroy and Victor Hovland. Among those missing the cut, Phil Mickelson at 5 over, Tiger Woods at 9 over.
Anytime you get the chance to come back and play the old course in the Open, it's just special. It really is. And the warmth and the ovation at 18, it got to me.
Tiger Woods wiping away tears during his walk-up 18. He shot a 75 today, and that could have been his last round in competition at St. Andrews, where he won the Open twice. Cornerback Jason McCourty, who played for the Dolphins last year, and offensive lineman Richie Incognito, who last played for the Raiders, both announced their retirements today.
ESPN Radio is presented by Progressive Insurance. If you're a renter, make sure you're protected. Renter's insurance includes options that cover stolen property, personal injury, and living expenses if your place is damaged. Quote renter's insurance at progressive.com.
Matt Moscona.
I'm very important.
After further review.
Say it one more time.
After further review with Matt Moscona.
And here we go.
ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria. Live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios. That's right.
You can't handle the
Riot Radio Hour.
Let's do that again. Guess who's back?
Please, sir. I want some more.
The Riot Radio Hour.
Well, let's start the insanity.
Giddy up. ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
Hour 3 off we go. Welcome aboard. Glad you're with us. AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. Matt.
This is Shaq O'Neal, and I hate Matt.
Paul O'Neal.
They're chanting Paul O'Neal's name.
You so. All right, we're here. Glad you are as well. 5 o'clock quitting time. Glad you're driving home with us. Yeah, Rip.
Hey, Rap.
All right, we will. Jimmy is actually going to join us for Otter Locks later.
No.
Yes, wow. He is at Del Mar. 2-2 night for the Otter last night. You were a collapse away by the Rangers from a really, really good night. But he did give you the Reds last night against the Yankees. So, because you had the juice there, you actually got a winning night if you played Otter Locks. So, it was a good night, a winning night, a profitable night, but could have been a really, really, really good night. Had the Rangers not blown a 5-1 lead at home. But we will get Otter Locks coming up in just a little bit. All right, I am aching to hear about your vacation.
Okay.
I called you on Monday, and you were driving east on I-10.
Yeah.
You had nothing planned?
Mm-mm.
It's such a strange thing because you know my wife. You know Erica. You've been friends longer than I've known her. She is the most meticulous planner I know. Like, as we speak, she's putting the finishing touches on the decorations for Drew's birthday party.
Right.
For which she has been planning and decorating for literally 6 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Literally 6 weeks. So it's just very weird for me to hear someone, not that it's negative, it's just odd to hear someone who just packs up and leaves on a vacation without anything planned. So what'd you do?
We decided probably about a week and a half ago that this was the only time frame we had. You know, we've done the soccer. We've been to Texas a few times with soccer, and then we had to go to Nashville, and it's kind of been a busy deal. So it's like we have about a 8 or 10 day period. So the girls have soccer camp, and then Houston's got the football stuff, and then school starts. So like there wasn't much time. So it's like we gotta fit it in. Let's go. And you know, you pack up the house. It's crazy because my wife, she's awesome, but she like cuts. When I see her cutting grass and washing clothes and cleaning the house, I know she's ready. She's leaving.
She's ready to go. Yeah, she's getting it ready.
Yep.
She's getting ready to go.
Redid the entire garden, cut all the grass, landscape lighting, all that, the mulch, cleaned the house, had Georgia cleaning the baseboards. I'm like, oh, she definitely wants to leave.
Georgie.
I said, Georgia, what are you doing? She's like, I don't know. Mom told me to do this, but I'm going to do it.
Oh, Georgie.
So look, we bought the thing that goes on top of the luggage rack, the carrier.
Yeah. That goes on top of the car.
For the Nashville trip. Bought that. And it's awesome, by the way. Game changer.
You didn't have enough room in the car?
For all of our stuff, no. Because the kids are bigger now. I mean, they're big. So it's like, you can't just throw them.
But you're not packing fur coats and boots. You're packing summer stuff. You're packing shorts and T-shirts and flip-flops.
Yeah, but it's, you know, the girls got to have all their stuff. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. So, so it's like, let's just go to the beach. Well, what beach do you want to go? Well, there's only one over there. I mean, it's Gulf Coast. I don't know what beach. Like, we're just going to go.
Right. But there's the Mississippi Gulf Coast. There's Foley. There's Orange Beach. There's Gulf Shores. There's into Florida, Destin. And then there's your favorite 30A. I mean, the farther east you go, there's plenty of different places to stop.
So I'm not going to 30A or Rosemary because that's where all the snobs go.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you're that snob that goes to 30A and puts a sticker on the back of your deal, or Rosemary Beach, you're a snob, and I'm not going there because I'm not the keep up with the Joneses. Let's go rent a house on 30A.
But it really is nice.
I don't care.
Okay.
So is the U Club, but I don't want to live there.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, I get it, but that's just not me. I'd rather slum it at Pensacola or Gulf Shores. Like, keep it real and go. You can't do this at 30A.
He is pointing to his airbrushed hat.
You
by
can't
the way.
get an airbrushed hat
Ryan. You can't get
in Rosemary Beach.
You can't get an
no
airbrush.
Chance.
No, really?
No.
No way.
They don't do that there. No.
No shot.
No.
Zero.
They're selling Vineyard Vine. They're going to have a Vineyard Vine shirt over there. Like, that's what that is.
With a whale.
I keep it real. Okay.
I got a Vineyard Vine shirt. Drew always looks at my shirts and he points at the
little emblem.
Well, actually, he uses his middle finger for everything. So he goes like, I have a polo on today, so he goes, horse.
Oh.
He'll go, whale.
Whale. He gets it.
Yeah. I don't know what other ones I have. I think I have one Vineyard Vine shirt.
So we got in the car.
Oh, I have a Callaway shirt, and it's like the Callaway logo looks kind of like a V. He goes, V.
Yep.
Yeah.
He gets it.
He gets it.
So we hop in the truck Monday around lunchtime. Nobody knew where we were going. I just said, y'all pack as if we're going to the beach. Well, what beach are we going to? I don't know. So we hop in. I get on the interstate, start Googling like hotels, like nice resort, you know, as if I'm going to find the Ritz or something. You know what I mean? Like
the resort
doesn't.
hotel.
Yeah, it doesn't exist. Well, the Grand popped up. You and I spoke about this.
Yeah.
So we spent some time there. Really cool.
The 10 grand.
It's really cool place, by the way. Now they get you at the Grand.
Yeah, the 10 grand.
You want to just put it on the room? Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, we have 4 or 5 different dining options tonight. Where do you want to go? I want to go to the nicest one. You kidding me? It's our vacation. Oh, really? Well, you got to make reservations. So of course we did, and got crushed. So we did that. It's a cool little area, Fairhope.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Nice little area. We did that. Rode bikes to the candy shop.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Rode bikes. Okay, good.
Houston loved the bourbon balls.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we did that.
Terrific.
The pool over there is pretty neat.
Mhm.
We had a frozen drink by the pool and did our thing there, and kids loved it. And a nice little base tan.
Oh, good.
Got the good little base tan. Weather cooperated at the Grand. And then once time had run out there, it wasn't a whole lot for the kids to do there. Like, guys, pack it up. We're out of here. Let's go.
We're going.
Where are we going, Dad? I don't know.
This is the next time I talk to you, which was Wednesday morning.
Yep.
And I can't remember why I do remember why I spoke to you Wednesday. But I called you Wednesday morning, and I was like, hey, where are y'all? You're like, well, we're in the car heading south and east.
Yep.
Where are you going? Don't know. Just south and east.
Looking for beach, bro.
Okay.
Yep.
So and you and I, from that moment until today, did not speak again. Because I called you today, be like, hey, are you back? Because I need to know if you're coming in for the show or not. And you're like, hey, what did you say? The
Pilgrims.
The Pilgrims. The Pilgrims have returned.
Yep.
That's what you said.
The Pilgrims.
All right. So where did you go Wednesday?
So Wednesday we hit the Gulf Coast and just started. I don't know the name of the road, but we just started riding east. Once we got to the coast, started riding east through like Fort Morgan, Gulf Shores, Orange Beach area, Pensacola, like that whole, which was great. I mean, there was more Ron John surf stops. It was we stopped at every single one of them. Did that whole deal. The tiniest Hooters is there. The sign, it says "World's Tiniest Hooters." Houston loved that.
Oh, good. Yeah, of course it did. 17.
Yep.
Sure it
So
does.
that's right there in Orange Beach, Gulf Shores area. So we did that deal and stayed there. Went to the Phoenix West too.
Okay.
Got a friend that's got a place there and hung out.
And so you stayed there?
No, we didn't stay there. We stayed at the Lodge.
At the Lodge.
In Gulf Shores.
You stayed at the Lodge
Which
in
was
Gulf
a
Shores?
really neat hotel.
Is that on the beach?
Yeah, resort type deal. I don't know how they had a room, but they did. So you pay by the guest. So of course we have the blow up beds. So like we get on. They're like, how many people in your room? One. We need 2 queen beds. Why do you need 2 queen beds?
For one person?
Just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to jump from bed to bed in the middle of the night. Sir, I see you have some guests with you. No. That's just friends. They're coming to hang for a few minutes. They're leaving in a minute. Sir, that's a child.
So they said.
Looks just like you.
The lady goes, you need the wristbands to get to the pool.
How many wristbands? You need one wristband?
She said, how many wristbands do you need? I said, well, give me 3. My nieces are coming, so give me 5. I said, is it okay if they come visit? She's like, yeah, sure, no big deal.
At this point, they know your gig.
Oh man,
the jig is up, man.
Yeah.
We know it's going down. Did they pop you?
No, we were good.
Okay.
So look, the beach there was great. We made a nice. Well, I didn't participate. Well, I helped a little bit. A really nice sandcastle setup.
Good.
Jonna loves that.
Yeah.
So she brought the whole thing. Houston actually brought a real shovel to make the sandcastle.
Oh, like a garden, like a full-on shovel.
Yeah. So we did that. That
ready.
was cool. Following day, though, it really got interesting. We went to a water park. So we got up early, beach. The base tan now has turned to like,
tan.
A little action.
Yeah, you got some action. We got action, boss.
So we go water park early, though, right? It opened at 10. We got there at 10. Rode every ride because there was no lines.
How was the
Fabulous.
How was the conditions?
Great weather.
Well, no, I mean of like the wave pool and such. Because the last time you were here, you bemoaned.
No, this was a real water park.
The conditions.
This was a real one. This one crushed Blue Bayou.
Okay.
It destroyed Blue Bayou.
Okay.
Conditions were great. Lifeguards were polite. Whole thing. Place was nice. We rode then it started, the buses started pulling up, right? Like the idiots bringing all the people there, like just ruin everything and make the lines long.
All of it.
So once that started to happen, we bounced, went to amusement park next door, hit the go-karts. Awesome.
You ever worried, though, about like whenever you go to the water park and you're wet, then you go to the dry part and then you get chafing throughout the day?
No, we went to the car, changed clothes in the car, ate some sandwiches so we didn't spend a ton of money inside. Pulled that deal. Crushed a Pedialyte and then hit the amusement side.
You just made your teenage children change in the car.
Hey, just don't look. Don't look. I mean, are you kidding me? Hey, bro, don't look.
Okay.
You'll be scarred for life. You kidding me? You're not going to see this anywhere else. So anyway, so then we go hit.
It's so stupid.
Well, unless they play with Juan Uribe.
All right, go ahead.
So then we go hit the go-karts. It was interesting. Normally there's a fight that ensues when we ride go-karts. We didn't this time. It's Georgia's birthday, by the way, Thursday. So we're celebrating Georgia's birthday as all this is happening.
Good.
I assumed my family would let her win because that's what you do when it's the baby of the family's birthday. Of course they didn't. Houston spins her out right when we started. Macy hit her, and then Jonna's like honking, waving as she's passing by her.
Poor Georgia.
So I waited for Georgia. I let her beat me.
It's her birthday.
Because it was her
She got
birthday. I didn't
spun
want her
out.
to finish last.
Okay.
Then we went to another shop. Houston saw some T-shirts he liked. He bought a T-shirt with Golden Girls on it.
Golden Girls.
Golden Girls.
Like the TV show.
Yeah.
With Betty White
Yep.
and Rue McClanahan.
Yep. It's a really cool shirt.
Okay, he got a Golden Girls T-shirt.
Matter of
Okay.
fact, I got a picture of
That's
it.
great.
Yeah, and then the girls got some candy and crap.
And then you just decided you were going to drive on home.
Well, it's like, what do you want? What do you guys want to do now? It's like, well, I don't know. What do y'all want to do? Oh, let's go home. All right, cool.
And so you all just came on home. That is a shirt of the Golden Girls. That's exactly what that is.
Yeah. So then we came home and
that's what that is.
got home, a decent hour last night.
And here we are today.
And here we are today, yeah. And we may do it again next week.
We had a really
I don't know.
nice lunch today at the Jason's Deli.
Mhm.
Jason was quite accommodating.
Oh, he's good.
His deli was terrific today. And now we're here doing radio.
Yeah.
And we will at the bottom of this hour talk to one of our honorary SB nominees and Otter Locks and ask Ryan to wrap up the hour. So stick around. It's AFR.
AFR.
AFR is brought to you by Pluckers. Oh, tomorrow. Drew's birthday party. We always have two things on the menu. Number one, Erica's dad makes jambalaya.
Jambalaya, he does.
Makes jambalaya. Yep. And number two, Pluckers. Super, super underrated party food. You can get the bone-in wings or the boneless buffalo bites, which is what we get. So we get the boneless buffalo bites, and we do a big pan of mac and cheese as well.
Ooh.
So they have the serving pans, the trays as well. If you want those for the catering trays, if you want mac and cheese or you want your holy macaroni, if you want salad, all the sides, they can do all that for you. If you're having a party, remember Pluckers, man. It's a great option. Nicholson, just south of campus. Bluebonnet, right in front of the Mall of Louisiana. Dine in, carry out, or delivery. Great place to eat wings, drink beer, watch sports on TV. It's Pluckers, if you don't like our wings. We'll give you the bird.
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
Service Master Elite create clean, disinfected work environments. As a local business, we take pride in serving the New Orleans and Baton Rouge areas. Our cleaning protocols follow CDC and OSHA standards for healthcare settings, offices, senior living, restaurants, and industrial plants. Contact Service Master Elite to get your operation ready for reopening with germ disinfection cleaning. Service Master Elite, the trusted choice in professional cleaning since 1996.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
It's no secret, the best oysters in Baton Rouge are at Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar. Enjoy mouth-watering South Louisiana flavor and oysters from all over the country. And don't forget our nightly drink specials. Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar, located in downtown Baton Rouge.
Light beer shouldn't taste like water. Miller Lite has more taste.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
I rolled through a Friday edition of AFR presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar there in Town Center. Great place to enjoy a premium cigar, great whiskey selection, tons of spirits, and of course they've got TVs everywhere as well. It's Don Juan Cigar Bar. Oh, we missed this in hour number 2, so let's get it right now. Muso has Tigers in the Pros.
Tigers in the Pros. They still bleed purple and gold. They're just really rich now. Presented by Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry, where Baton Rouge gets engaged.
Slow night for the Tigers in Major League Baseball last night, but Alex Bregman came through with a couple talking points in the Astros 3-2 extra inning win over the Angels. Breggs tallied a single for a 1-for-4 night, also drew a walk, so on base twice, did ground into a double play. Average holding steady at 243, heading into the All-Star break. I should say heading 1 weekend left into the All-Star break. NBA Summer League action last night. LSU on LSU crime. Trendon Watford and the Portland Trailblazers defeated Tari Eason and the Houston Rockets. Watford 7-9 for Portland, 3 of 11 from the floor in 28 minutes of action. Tari Eason 17-7 for the Houston Rockets, or the Summer Rockets. 29 minutes, shot 7 of 19 from the floor, added 2 blocks and 3 steals.
A bit.
Cam Thomas and the Brooklyn Nets. Cam, once again, the leading scorer for the Brooklyn Nets. Once again, the leading scorer in the entire game. 31 minutes, 26 points, 7 of 16, 4 of 8 from the three-point line, and a perfect 8 of 8 from the free throw line. 3 assists rounded out the night for Cam Thomas. And then WNBA action, you have Sylvia Fowles.
Big Sil. Do you love that?
I love it.
She's Big Sil.
Tallying in a very impressive double-double.
You see what we did there? Do it
20
again.
point.
Big Sil. Because you know in the song when he says Big Will, Drew Hill, I replaced it with Big Sil, Drew Hill, and had Muso edited it together. Big Sil.
That's pretty good.
Instead of Big Will, it's Big Sil.
Yeah, I see that. I see what you did there.
Get it?
20 points, 17 rebounds last night. Solid double-double in 27 minutes of action for Sylvia Fowles. Shot 9 of 14 from the floor. And then finally, on the links at St. Andrews, the old course, Sam Burns followed up his even par round yesterday with a round of 3 under today. Was 6 under, struggled a little bit on the back 9, dropped himself back down to 3. He has 10 shots off the pace, but playing the weekend in the fourth and final major of the year. That's Tigers in the Pros.
That's a lot of pros.
Presented by Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry, LMFJ.com. LMFJ.com. 2 locations in Baton Rouge, a corporate near Bocage and in the Mall of Louisiana, where you always get a beautiful diamond and you will get the Lee Michaels experience every time at Lee Michaels Fine Jewelry. Muse there omitted Josh Smith. Calic High.
Josh Smith didn't play last night.
He pinch hit in the 9th.
He was not in the box score that I saw. That's interesting.
He pinch hit in the 9th.
Did he get a hit?
No.
Oh.
I was disappointed because that was one of the money line plays in the parlay that we had with the Otter locks last night with the Rangers. They were up 5-1. They blew it. So they lost the game last night 6-5, I think, but Josh Smith did pinch hit in the 9th. He led off the 9th as a pinch hitter. But did not get on base. Hey, the draft is going to start this weekend. MLB draft this weekend. We're expecting K. Doty. Well, obviously Jacob Berry, K. Doty. We'll hear their names called early. I'm a little curious about some of the other guys on the team. The one that I'm maybe my interest is most piqued is Eric Raiselman, because we went through a mock draft today from Kylie McDaniel. Raiselman is not in the first couple of rounds. He did the top 80 picks. So you wonder where he might fall. I don't know if for Raiselman this is just it, where he goes, look, I'm going to go start my pro career, or if there's benefit for a guy who's a reliever, right? I mean, he's going to be a reliever at the next level.
Yeah.
To come back and pitch another year. I mean, selfishly, I'd love to see a guy throwing 100 at the back end of your bullpen, but I'm also a little surprised that when you do have that type of velocity, that he isn't higher on draft boards right now.
How do you feel like his season last year was? You feel like it was a dominant?
No, I mean, I guess the narrative all season was that he just threw fastballs.
Right.
He didn't really work his off-speed stuff. It was the same thing with Ty Floyd, right? So, I mean, I'd love to see him come back and develop another pitch and become a dominant closer.
So I spent some time with Wes Johnson,
new pitching coach
last week, and we did talk about Raiselman very briefly, and that was the one thing that he talked about was the development of a second and possibly third pitch. It wasn't even just with Raiselman. It was also Floyd and a few of the other guys where you go, early on in the season, he made this point. He said early on in the season, if you watch Floyd, he's using the changeup quite a bit, and it was effective throughout the end of the spring and then into the regular season, and then they went away from it, and there's a lot of fastballs, and they end up getting hit. Same thing with Raiselman. Back to him, if it's a one-pitch guy, I as a hitter, or even a two-pitch guy, have so much more I can guess, right? So it's 50-50 chance I'm going to guess right. I don't care if it's 100 or 110. If I'm Raiselman, my only focus is developing a second and a third pitch that I can throw at any moment. Not necessarily for a strike, but something that I can get around the zone. Can he increase his draft stock by doing that? 100%. I mean, you don't see a 100-mile-an-hour fastball every day. So that's unique. Couple that with a breaking ball that he can throw off of that fastball, or two pitches he can throw off that fastball, then you're unique. I mean, how many guys in the big leagues are doing that, throwing 100 right now? Maybe 15, 20 consistently, but those guys have a second pitch or a third pitch. Could he improve by developing those pitches from the draft standpoint? Absolutely. He is not maxed out. He's not one of those guys where I look at and go ahead and get your pro career started, start getting your money, all that stuff. No. In order for him to have any success at all, he's got to develop it. His question is, can I do it with Wes Johnson, or should I go somewhere else and do it starting from pro ball?
Well, the other thing, I'm trying to look up his stat line for the year. I mean, the stat line is everything, but Raiselman's also a guy he's a redshirt sophomore because of the COVID year. So he does have, I guess, leverage, because he could come back and pitch at LSU next season and then still have another year.
Yeah.
So he does, because you lose leverage in the draft if you're a senior, if you have no more eligibility, because you don't have any option but to take whatever money they give you. I don't know. I mean, what do you think?
I think he should try to develop the second or third pitch.
So come back.
I would.
Man, I think LSU already just has an embarrassment of riches. We're going to see what happens with the transfers, right? You got two infield transfers with Pineda and with Carter Young. So we'll see how the draft goes for those two guys, but it's likely both play at LSU. And then you're also going to look at Dylan DeBrock and Christian Little. You can look at some of these guys and see what happens, but it's likely they're going to end up here as well. So, DeBrock I was curious about, because he did come on here and say that he expects that he's going to sign, but he wants to get his number. So I don't know what that number is. And, it'd be really interesting to see that guy as a part of LSU's rotation. So I'm excited for this draft, man. I think it's going to be a really good reflection on LSU, because you have a ton of guys picked. You're going to hear LSU a lot during the draft. It's also going to be, this class is going to get pillaged, because you're going to have a bunch of guys taken. So,
but even when it does, I still think it's maybe the top class in the draft. If everybody signs who I think is going to sign, which is a lot of them, like you said.
Yeah. Brought to you by GMFS Mortgage, gmfsmortgage.com. Changing lives since 1999. Home buy, refi, construction loans, gmfsmortgage.com. That's where you can find them online. Get in touch with a local loan officer. Cash out refinance is a great option. You want to do that home improvement project? Maybe you want to add the pool, the outdoor kitchen, do the indoor kitchen or bathroom renovation or remodel. A cash out refinance is a great option where you can use the equity in your home to pay for that renovation now. That's GMFS Mortgage. They can help. GMFSmortgage.com. GMFS Mortgage. Changing lives. Okay, we're going to knock out a quick break. When we come back, second year in a row that ESPN has allowed us to do this, to award an honorary ESPY. So one of the nominees, and this year they were all female nominees in honor of Title IX, the 50th anniversary of Title IX, so women who are making an impact positively or on women in the community. We'll meet one of our nominees when we come back. And also we'll have Otterlocks and Ask Ryan to wrap up the show in about 15 minutes. So glad to have you aboard with us here. Stick around. It's AFR.
AFR.
Hey, this weekend, the weekend is upon us. You can get by Rouse's. We certainly visited Rouse's to plan for Drew's party. We'll have lots of beverages and food and snacks and all for our guests for Drew's birthday party. So we went to Rouse's. The one in Long Farm is the one by our house. So that's the Rouse's that we visit. You can find the Rouse's near you by going to rouses.com. Find the location near you. Remember, delivery and curbside pickup options are available. You can go to the app or the website, pick out your items. They'll go select them for you and then bring it out to your car when you get there. Or if you can't make it to Rouse's, they'll deliver your groceries for you as well. Go to the Rouse's app or rouses.com to learn more. You'll see the pickup and delivery tab right there at the top. Find the location near you. Or maybe if you're looking for dinner tonight, Rouse's has great prepared food options. If it's meat or seafood, if it's sushi or baked or fried chicken, they got great stuff at Rouse's. The official supermarket of the New Orleans Saints, Rouse's.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has $10,000 off MSRP on all new 2022 Ram Black Widow trucks in stock. All new Bayou vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty and free delivery. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Eli's always been into grilling. It took us a while to see it, but the signs were there.
What are you doing, Eli?
I knew grilling was my thing. I have been talking about it throughout my career.
Happy with the results?
I am. Got the new grill from barbecueguys.com. It performed great.
My advice, as I always told my boys,
do more of what you're born to do.
Barbecue Guys, for those who were born to grill.
You want cheese on your burger, Pops?
I'll take a little cheese.
At All-Star Toyota, you get it all. If you're in the market for an all-new Toyota vehicle, come see our friendly and knowledgeable sales team at All-Star Toyota. Located in Baton Rouge at the corner of Airline and Goodwood, we've been serving our community since 2005 by offering a large selection of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. Get behind the wheel of your dream car and take a test drive at All-Star Toyota today.
This isn't just another day. It's so much more. Kelly's life was put on hold when her auctioneer primary care doctor discovered a rare blood disorder. Her doctor connected her to an auctioneer care team of cancer, heart, and kidney specialists. With multiple primary care locations around Baton Rouge, same-day appointments, and online scheduling, we're relentless about keeping you healthy. Auctioneer Baton Rouge, innovating healthcare for Kelly.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime. Bayou Ford has $10,000 off new Ford F-150s. We have new 2021 F-150s on our lot now with $10,000 off MSRP. And all new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew...
is how you work. Oh, this is how you mix. Oh, this is how you work. Oh, I need to see if you can drop it hot potato style.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
By far the most fit person that has ever been in this studio is here right now. Brandy LeBlanc is the owner of Barbell Beauty Fitness, and she was one of the nominees for the honorary ESPY that we've been promoting for several weeks now in honor of 50 years of Title IX. ESPN wanted to honor women who were empowering other women and doing great things through sports. And so Brandy LeBlanc was nominated, and we found out, too, that you actually have a really close connection with our Guarantee Media family here as well. You keep half the staff here looking good and feeling good.
Yeah, I try.
So we have 4 co-workers that work out with Brandy. Tell us a little bit about Barbell Beauty Fitness.
Okay, well, it is a private training studio that I started about 3.5 years ago, maybe a little bit longer. And my purpose for opening it up, honestly, was to have a community for people with like minds that wanted that needed somewhere to find their strong. And when I say that, it's not just personal training. Isn't just physical; it's personal too. And so I help them not only find their strong physically, but also mentally.
Yeah, I noticed that you'll use the hashtags Find Your Strong and also empowering women.
Yes, absolutely.
Why is that, not to ask a super obvious question, but obviously, why is that so important to you?
I guess because what brought me here. I have a story of being a victim of abuse, domestic violence, and it tore me down a lot. Physically, mentally, spiritually, everything. And once I was finally able to overcome that, and was strengthened on the inside, thanks to God, honestly. But then I met my husband, who introduced me into fitness, and he taught me how to find my strength physically. And I had a vision that was given to me that I would one day have an empire of women that I would be able to empower to do the same thing, overcome those types of things.
Well, I know some of our friends and coworkers who speak about you, that they rave about those things, not just the physical fitness aspect, but the way that you help mentally and emotionally with them as well, which is incredible to hear. So you began this program in September of 2018. Go back a little bit, because when I read the bio, y'all the first ever Global Bodybuilding Association event in Baton Rouge. How did you get into this?
It sounds like you weren't like a lifer.
Yeah.
No. I started, honestly, I met my husband around 2014, and that's whenever I got into fitness, and it just completely changed my life. I started having physical transformations, and people started coming to me and asking me how to do this and how to do that. I'm like, well, look, if I'm gonna give advice, I'm gonna get paid for it.
Right.
So I made a career out of it, and and I said I knew that if I wanted to get my name out there, that I had to put myself out there. So I started competing. I started competing in the NPC.
What's NPC?
The National Physique Committee.
Okay.
And I gained several overall championship titles. Lots of first place wins, and then I went on and competed for my pro card with the Global Bodybuilding Organization. I won my pro card at my first show.
Awesome.
With them, and it's just absolutely taken off from there. My training business has went out the roof. I started on my driveway, and now I'm about to have a 4,200 square foot gym.
Yeah, it's incredible. So you're on Perkins in Ascension Parish.
Yes.
Like near between Bluff and Airline, and you told me you're about to knock down walls because you're expanding, which congratulations. That's incredible. How did you learn that you had been nominated for the honorary ESPY?
Well, I got a text or a call from Kate, and he let me know that I had gotten nominated, and that y'all wanted me to come in here. I was like, okay. So I'm here.
Well, we appreciate you very much for coming in.
Thank you.
And it's actually our pleasure to tell you you're not just nominated. You're actually the winner. You are the winner of this year's honorary ESPY. So that is yours. This very amazing looking trophy.
Oh my
God. So you are the winner of the 2022 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge and ESPN honorary ESPY, along with our news partners at WBRZ. And when the ESPYs do air on ESPN television, the honorary ESPY winners are also recognized there as well. So for all that you do for women in our community, sincerely thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Now I have one more question though. All right, what do I need to work on? I mean, I know the midsection. I got to lose like probably 20 pounds.
All right, so yeah,
right,
I got
what
told
else?
that
All right.
I might be
All right.
asked this question.
All right.
So I was actually going
All
to
right.
challenge you to come to one
He's
of
got
my
a bad
beast
back.
nights.
He's got a bad back now.
I do have a
I
bad
can
back.
work with that.
All right.
I
I
can
got
work
a
with
bad
that.
back.
Trust me, I can work with
All right,
that.
now 5 a.m.
No.
All right, all
It doesn't
right.
have to be 5 a.m. My men's group, because I do
Okay,
train
you
men
train
too.
men too, okay.
Absolutely,
All
I
right.
do. I have a men's group that meets on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7:30 p.m.
He can't do that.
You
You
can't
got
get
anything
out
at
of
10?
it.
You got anything at 10 in the morning? He can do that.
Actually, I do.
10 in the morning.
I have 10
No
a.m.
excuses,
too.
bro.
I got no
I know you
excuses.
can do 10 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I got back issues.
That's okay. I can work with that.
All right.
I'll come
see
with
me.
you. Are you lifting
Yeah.
heavy weights and stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't do that.
But like I said, I can work with
All right.
back issues.
Explosive movements are not going to be good for me.
That's okay.
And a lot of weight bearing is not going
That's
to be good
okay.
for me.
He's good at bench press.
I can bench.
Okay.
How much you bench?
Yeah, he's good at that.
How much you bench? It's the one thing I've always had a strong upper body.
Yeah.
I do a million push-ups, so but that's about it though. All right, so I have no excuse
Yeah.
because I can do 7:30 at night
Yes,
and I
you
can do 10 a.m.
Mhm.
How many guys are in the class?
Right now I
They all
have
jacked
8.
too?
No,
Are
they're
they-
not.
Okay.
I have some that are jacked, and I have
Yeah.
some that are everyday, dad bods.
Yeah.
And I have
frumpy like me.
Look, I would love to show you one of my transformation clients that just came out of there.
Okay.
His name is Kerry, and he came in 200 and something pounds, and he just got on a stage at the LaRouche Classic, the show that I just promoted on July 2nd.
Get on a
No,
stage.
no
You
shot.
need to
No
Let's get him on a stage.
shot.
You need to
Stop
see
it. There's no shot.
I wanna see you
I'm
on a
doing a
stage.
bodybuilding competition.
It's the
ever.
challenge.
No.
I'm in.
That
I'll
is
pay
not-
for it.
No.
I will pay for
I
his.
don't care. I don't need you to pay for it.
Oh, I know you don't, but I
don't
want
care.
to. But I
That's
want
not the
to.
problem. I'm not doing that.
I
What
want you on the
but
stage in the weenie bikini.
I'm not
I want
doing
that.
that. He's a moron. Don't listen
I want
to him.
that.
I'm not doing that, but I will absolutely take your challenge. I will go to a
Okay.
class.
All right.
Like, on my word, I'll go to a class
All right.
and we'll try it. But I'm super, super, super apprehensive because I do usually hurt myself now whenever I do like intense physical.
I got you.
So it's all right. I trust you. I trust you. All right, Brandy, congratulations.
Thank you
so
so
much
much.
for coming
Thank you,
in.
Mom.
That's awesome. We're happy to present you the honorary ESPY this year. Continue great success. We're pulling for you. That's
Thank
awesome.
you.
And I'll see you soon. You'll kick
Yes.
the butt. All right, it's after further review. We roll along here. We'll wrap up with Otter Locks and Ask Ryan. Don't you move.
AFR.
Hey, I want to take 60 seconds and remind you about Clegg's Nursery. Buy local, shop local at Clegg's Nursery. 4 locations in the greater Baton Rouge area. Seagan near Airline, LA 16 in Denham, Mid-City on Donmore, and the Garden Center on Greenwell Springs. We have got Drew's birthday party tomorrow, so you know we have been at Clegg's quite often to add flowers to the flower beds, the patio pots. Look, I mean, if you got something going on with your lawn where you sometimes get those brown spots in your yard, no worries. Clegg's has the knowledge and the products to help you get your outdoor space looking pristine. You want to win Yard of the Month, they can help. Or you just want it to look better than it does now, Clegg's can help. They're also partnered with True Value Hardware Store. So anything you'd find at a True Value Hardware Store, you'll also find at Clegg's Nursery. Again, 4 locations in the greater Baton Rouge area. Seagan near Airline, LA 16 in Denham, Mid-City on Donmore, and the Garden Center on Greenwell Springs. Clegg's has been doing it for more than 60 years. Buy local, shop local at Clegg's Nursery.
And this year, 2022, it's time to finally treat yourself. Bring your boat to the next level with front-to-back boat service. You want the latest and greatest marine technology? You want to go to the place that has not 1, but 2 NMEA certified techs. Family owned and operated by the Sherman family for 30 years. Front to Back is the answer in Baton Rouge for all of your custom boat needs. So head to fronttobackboatservice.com or find them on Facebook, Front to Back Boat Service.
My own people call me an Uncle Tom. I play music. Been wined and dined by royalty. Trying to bring people together. All people. But regardless of all that kind of stuff, I'm still Louis Armstrong.
Here's the man you're waiting for, the king of jazz, Louis Satchmo Armstrong.
Bayou Ford has $10,000 off new Ford F-150s. We have new 2021 F-150s on our lot now with $10,000 off MSRP. And all new Bayou Ford vehicles come with a 1 million mile powertrain warranty. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou is going to do right by you.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
Are you a licensed contractor? There's lots of good contractors in Louisiana doing work the right way, but unfortunately, too many unlicensed contractors are working outside the licensing requirements. Working as a contractor in Louisiana requires a license for the company doing the work. The Louisiana State Licensing Board for Contractors wants to help you get licensed to allow you to conduct work legally. It's not difficult to get the license. We can help you. Go to lacontractor.org for more information. Licensed contractors, it's the law.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
This is a house call. This is a follow-up appointment.
After further review with Matt Moscona, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar, ESPN Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Alexandria.
Down the stretch we come, final segment here on a Friday edition of AFR, presented by Don Juan Cigar Bar. One thing left to do, well, actually two things left to do. We're going to get to Ask Ryan here momentarily, but first, we are thrilled. It took him going to Del Mar, but on a Friday, we have Otter Locks.
Otter Locks, presented by Workbox Services. For over 20 years, Baton Rouge's leader on on-site construction, industrial, and residential services.
So we turn to the one and only, the incomparable and often incomprehensible, the Ottfather himself, Jimmy Ott. Otter, how are you?
I guess I'm allowed on Fridays at Pacific time since I'm still coherent.
Hey, you
Central time.
It's true. I don't know, man. If you're at Del Mar at 3:47 in the afternoon and you're still coherent, you got to get your party a little harder there, Otter.
A little chilly out here on the coast at the Monarch today.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Let's help me out here because I don't have my earbuds, but let's get through this first. You know, I love those road teams playing 1.5. Flip them from a small favorite to a small dog. Seattle and Atlanta, both -1.5. Now, Atlanta is they're big favorites, so it gets it down almost to pick 'em on the road at Washington. Seattle, Texas was a tough beat last night. Do you know that you could have bought Seattle in-game at plus 2,000?
Wow.
20-1. Yes, 20-1. But some people are too proud to hedge, but I mean, it's about profitability. And, well, in California, we can't do that, so I just had to eat it. So, anyway, that was
thanks for the heads up, by the way, on that.
20-1. 20-1 on Seattle. They continue to roll now.
Why didn't you tell me? We were texting during the damn game.
I was busy, sir.
Not busy enough to text me, but you don't tell me the freaking hedge.
I can only hold your hand so much.
I know I need a lot of hand holding. What are you talking about? You can only hold my hand so much.
Robbie Ray won the Cy Young last year. He was being paid early. It looked like he was just going to that was the outlier. But the last 6 starts, man, half of them 1 run, half of them no run. He is on a roll right now, and so are the Seattle Mariners.
Okay.
We're going to flip that to a small favorite to a dog coming back to the money. Seattle winning 11 in a row. In Texas, they've got openers going in that one.
Okay.
So I'm talking about teams on a streak. Well, I stop now. Baltimore Orioles, and also one of the reasons. There's a lot of reasons why they're on this run right now, and they're getting a great price every time. But is Jordan Lyles, tonight's starter? The last 10 starts, exactly 2 runs per start. Between 6 and 7 innings every time. That's 10 starts, man. I mean, that's over and over and over. So we know about Baltimore. They're figuring out ways to win. I'm not sure what the price is that you have in front of you.
I'm looking at they're plus 100, even money.
Plus 100.
Yep.
And the Pittsburgh Pirates is my last pick. So, and
Pirates.
I'm distracted right now, so I don't have the lead.
I'm at
but I've got them in my notes.
Pirates. I'm looking at 135.
They're minus or plus?
Plus 135.
Yeah, they're going to Colorado. That's right. Castillo, remember last night we took him because he's going to be a big piece, a big target for a lot of buyers for the trade deadline. Same thing with Jose Quintana. Castillo was great last night against the Yankees. You saw what happened when he left. I mean, it became a pitcher's duel, so it went to a slugfest. So same thing here. Marquez has really struggled this year for Colorado. Pittsburgh coming back some money. We're taking them there. So 4 picks. 4 pick Friday, baby. Friday 4-pack. Let's go.
All right. The honor is
People
out
are
there.
staring at me. Why are you yelling, sir?
Hey, it's live radio, lady. Leave me alone. I got to get my guy Sco the picks. All right, Otter. Have a fantastic weekend. Thank you. We'll look forward to talking to you again on Monday.
All right, guys. All right. See
All right, that is Jimmy Ott. Game time with Jimmy Ott. On Fridays is from 10 until noon, so you missed it, but Otter was good enough to give us the pick. So he gave you Seattle and Atlanta on the run line, Baltimore and Pittsburgh on the money line. So those are your 4 baseball picks for tonight. Feeling good also about the golf picks that we have for the British Open. And that's, of course, you can bet there at the DraftKings Sportsbook app. So download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Not too late. You want to place your bets. You're here in Louisiana. Mobile betting live in Louisiana. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use the promo code Baton Rouge up to $1,000 risk-free on your first bet when you download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the promo code Baton Rouge. Major League Baseball, NBA Summer League. You want to get some bets in on the Open Championship. You want to live bet it. You can certainly do that with the updated odds. It's all there. Same game parlays. The more legs you add, the more money you can win. It's at the DraftKings Sportsbook app. The official sports betting partner of AFR, the DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app and use the promo code Baton Rouge. 21 and older, physically present in Louisiana. Availability varies by parish. Eligibility restrictions apply. See DraftKings.com/sportsbook for full terms and conditions. Licensee partner Golden Nugget, Lake Charles. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-7-STOP. Thank you, Moose. I totally forgot the disclaimer. We do not need that to happen. All right, let's get to Ask Ryan. Ray Cavan. Ask Ryan. Salsa or queso?
Salsa.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
God, I love chips and queso. Ugh. I get a whole jar of chips. But it's got to be like restaurant queso.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't asking me the question. He was asking. Nathan, Al, and Ryan and the family had a real 90s vacation. I love it.
Is that the 90s? Is that what they did in the 90s?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's see. Richard Talley asked Ryan, I think LSU can get the 10 wins. What do you think?
Yeah, heck yeah. Absolutely.
What do you think?
Yeah, I think they can get to 10 wins.
Trevor Falcon asked Ryan, who does Ryan want to start quarterback versus who do you think will start quarterback game 1 for LSU?
Well, you know who I want to start.
You want Dumpster Fire for Nussmeier.
That's right.
That's what you want.
But I don't think he will. I think Miles Brennan will start.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Avo Marzawanian, again, said, tell Theriot that the speckled trout fishing at the Grand at night on the pier is fantastic.
You know, we tried it a little bit. The weather wasn't great. Nobody was really catching anything, and I don't know. I wish it would. Yeah, I may go try it again. I don't know.
Darren Bone asked Ryan, authentic Mexican food or a good ribeye?
Authentic Mexican.
You're not a steak guy, huh?
I like steak.
But you're not a steak guy, though. It's not saying
No,
you don't
I mean,
like it, but you're just not you don't.
Like, I don't say, ooh, I want to go get a good steak tonight. No, I won't say that.
Travis Rose asked Ryan, how good is Cressy's 12U team?
Very. Like, really, really, really good. And they'll be better next year.
Chris Fontenot asked Ryan, how far was the longest homer of your career?
I hit one at Wrigley, almost dead center, like right to the left of like dead center that I hit. The wind was blowing out super hard. It was a no-doubter. And I'm like, did I really just do that? Like, I got into that one a little bit.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Holger Heap asked Ryan, what pitcher has the best stuff in Major League Baseball right now?
What's the kid from L.A.? I love Walker Buehler. I'm going to say him. I think he's really good.
Ask Ryan, Jeb Whitley. Ask Ryan, is Mike Trout the best overall baseball player in the majors currently?
Yes.
Lance Richard. Ask Ryan, favorite glove brand?
I gotta say, Marucci's come a long way. They got the Glove Cowboy over there making gloves. Let's go with Marucci, local brand.
Eric Johnson asked Ryan, what was your favorite professional baseball team to play for and your favorite memory? I don't know, you got on the right side of the rivalry, didn't you?
Yeah. I mean, winning with St. Louis was great that year in 2011, and also 2012. There's 2 wonderful years, great memories winning the World Series.
Ask Ryan, does the wife like your mustache? That's from Merrick Mathern.
Oh, yeah. Loves it.
Liar. Ask Ryan, when is LSU baseball camp? That's from Corey Delcom.
Camp? I think they do it every week.
Muse Pauly, thanks so much. See you Monday.
AFR.
We will see you Monday, by the way, from SEC Football Media Days in Atlanta. Looking forward to that. AFR brought to you by Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com. I am so fired up. So fired up, man. Talking to Brandon Holly earlier this week. The Relief Windows showroom is now open. The new showroom. They spent literally years renovating that building, getting permitted, everything moved finally, and now to this point where it is open and ready for you. Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 on Airline Highway in Prairieville. So if you're going south on Airline, you leave Baton Rouge, you cross through that light at 42, look to your right, you can't miss it. It's a gigantic building with a huge Relief Windows logo on it. You will know exactly when you see it. It's Relief Windows. The new showroom is now open. Just walk in Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and see all the great samples they have to offer. They'll have sales associates on hand every single day to be able to help answer all of your questions. It's Relief Windows. Windows, doors, siding. Relief Windows and ReliefWindows.com.
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
I've been doing business with Luba for 25 years. They're dependable, trustworthy. It's just the attention to detail with our clients.
Our folks have years and years of experience. They're highly trained professionals, but many companies have that asset. What I'd like to think makes Luba a bit different is that we use those talents in a way that truly is dedicated to serving the needs of the folks who depend on us.
It's no secret, the best oysters in Baton Rouge are at Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar. Enjoy mouth-watering South Louisiana flavor and oysters from all over the country. And don't forget our nightly drink specials. Jolie Pearl Oyster Bar, located in downtown Baton Rouge.
Eli's always